Yo, we got Flyers Flames live reactions coming at you momentarily. We're also doing Flyers recap. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Never miss anything HUD has to offer.
Let's go! This ain't the puck night! Oh, this game he stinks!
Oh, shit!
It's gone!
To a brand new edition of the Hockey Happy Hour, and we are here live on A2DRadio.com. I am Matt Tsutsuti, along with the Darkwing Brian Daly.
What's up?
And the Broken One, Rob Povia.
Hey, I'm Carl.
Hi, I'm Tom.
And today, ladies and gentlemen, we will be giving you live reactions here for the Flyers versus the Flames. It'll be an interesting battle here on a Hall of Fame night where the Flyers have honored both Paul Holmgren and Rick Tocchet going into the Hall of Fame. It's a special moment for everybody, and it's a special moment for the Orange and Black. And, of course, we'd like to see them get a win and get revenge on the Flames after getting absolutely mauled by them 4-0 over in Calgary. So, gentlemen, what do you think tonight? The Flyers going up against the Flames, facing off with each other. Should be a bit of an intense battle here tonight in Philadelphia.
Hopefully we give them their first loss versus the Metro Division. They've been playing leaps and bounds above what we expected them to come out this season, much like Brian's Ducks, who I'll be talking about in depth during our shootout portion of the show.
Just a man after my own heart, aren't you?
Yes.
1 point out of first, baby. Let's go.
And as always, our opening sponsor, Body Check Wellness. You see the code down there at the bottom. 25% off of your order. Created and founded by one Mr. Riley Cote, who was playing yesterday in the Flyers Hall of Fame game. And I did have the privilege of actually going to that game. So that was a lot of fun to watch. See some of the players of the past getting a chance to just have some fun out there. And
You were there?
Cote actually, I was there, yeah.
So
Cote
was I.
actually had that goal. Oh, you were? Oh,
You
shit.
should have hit me up, dude.
I didn't realize you were there. I thought you were trying to go to the game tonight.
I was, but the show takes precedent.
I got you. Well, that's appreciated.
The hell was my invite from either one of you?
You're in Carolina. Where the hell? It's not a NASCAR event. Anyway.
Hi. NASCAR event. There's not even NASCAR on this side of the state. Stop it.
Oh, but anyway, Body Check Wellness, founded by Riley Cote, former Philadelphia Flyers enforcer. 25% off your order when you use the A2D code. They are a bunch of line of products for edibles, ointments, gummies. They use THC-free products. They also use hemp. And they are for focus, clarity, if you want to go on a diet or if you want to just kind of just get locked in on whatever it is you're trying to do, whether it's editing an article or getting to work and just getting everything done so that way the boss doesn't bitch at you. Or even better, you know, if you got some schoolwork you want to get taken care of so that way you get it done and then you can relax after it's all said and done. These are the kind of products that help you do it. Just helps you get that clarity in life, get everything going in the right direction. All right. And with that, we will take a look at our poll question before we get the game going, because this is a poll question I think could spark up a little bit of a conversation, possibly arguments, and that's a good thing in sports radio, all right? And that is, the Philadelphia Flyers are relying too much on Carter Hart and Martin Jones. agree or disagree. And before any one of you gentlemen answer, that is brought to you by Manscaped. 20% off of your order when you use the A2D code. And you can unlock your confidence, gentlemen, because the ladies don't like a certain thing. Bri, what do the ladies not like?
Just a little bit of junk funk.
Yeah. Get rid of the junk funk.
They don't like it.
Yeah. So do yourself and the ladies a favor. Get that taken care of. All right, so gentlemen, I want your opinion. Do you feel like the Flyers are relying too much on Carter Hart and Martin Jones this season?
I'm not exactly sure how to answer this because the defense has been better. They're not leading them out to dry, and they're putting themselves in pretty good position there to make saves, and not just initial saves, but secondary, third chances, fourth chances. There have been a few softies let in by Carter Hart this year, and I'm not going to sit here in front with that. He needs to clean those up, but I just think overall, I don't think they're relying as much on them because the defense has been better. I know the Ryan Ellis re-injuring his whatever happened to him in Dallas doesn't help, but so overall, I think they're playing better in front. I think they're relying on them less, and I think that's why you're seeing the success you're having from Carter Hart and Martin Jones. So I'll disagree to the poll.
Well, I will say first, boys, is that, I just got my Manscaped in the mail the other day, and it's inspired me to kind of go for more of a landing strip versus now that I put that idea in your head, so let me get to the poll here.
Do you at least have somebody with the lights, guiding?
But no, I vehemently disagree with this poll. How can you say you rely on your goaltenders too much? That's their job. They're the last form of defense for your team. And to their credit, you're talking about a tandem. I know Marty Jones is his first year here, but still the Flyers tandem last year was last in the league in save percentage, and now they're towards the top of the league in save percentage. So I think, it's going to appear that maybe they're, resting on their laurels and depending on those guys more, but that's what they're supposed to be doing. And to Brian's point, the defense has been playing bad in front of them at all, minus Ellis, a big part of your reformed team this year, who was really put on the ice too early. I mean, I know they wanted to get him back in, and it was a long delay there for him to get back, but I don't think he himself thought he was ready for that game, and it wasn't a big surprise to me to hear that he got re-injured. But touching upon all those points, I'll just pull it all in and say that I disagree. I think they're doing their job. I think, really what it needs to be is the Flyers need to take more of the play into the offensive zone more and start lighting up the lamp. I think that right there will balance all of the levels.
Absolutely. And to touch on your point there, Rob, that's something that you're seeing out in Anaheim, and we'll get more into depth with the Ducks a little bit later on. That's something they're doing in Anaheim is they're playing less time in the defensive zone, more time in the offensive zone. Forechecking like crazy, a super aggressive forechecking this year, and it's leading to goals. And Anaheim, last few years, it's been one of the more lower scoring teams in hockey. This year, I think they're in the top 5 as far as total offense goes. So, to feed off of what you're saying there, Rob, less time in the defensive zone, more time in the offensive zone leads to victory, leads to wins. Because I think me and Maddie were saying it last week. Time of possession wins hockey games. Mm-hmm. If you're going to be chasing if you're in the defensive zone, you're eventually going to give a couple up. So if you're playing on the offensive side of the puck, you're ruling time of possession. More than likely, if you have a lead, you're going to hold it.
Right. No, agreed, Brian. And I think when it comes down to the more time you spend in the offensive zone, the more those light chances turn into danger chances. And that's, I think the Flyers, one thing is that they've been putting a lot of easy shots on net, getting the shot totals up, but not putting, pucks on net with a body in front, getting those second and third chance rebound opportunities. I think the more time you spend in there, the more time you'll get. Maddie, how do you feel about this? Are they relying too much on the goaltenders?
I feel as though that there are certain games where the defense does play well, but the offense gets nothing going and they get stagnant. And when they do, that's when you start seeing the chase. And that's when you start seeing them getting outworked. And I have seen them get outworked by a few teams. And that results in relying heavily on Hart to basically stand on his head and make some amazing saves. They've done it to Jones at least once or twice. But I want to bring in the two games that I think are the perfect example of what this team can do when they're controlling the flow of the game. What they did to the Kraken and what they did to Washington. Washington never got into that game, and the Flyers controlled it. It wasn't until the third period that Washington finally found their feet, and they did a great job shutting them down after that. The Kraken never got into the game. After that great save by Hart, that was it. It was all Flyers after that.
Right.
The Flyers can do this. They can control the flow of a game. They can control the puck more significantly. I just feel like the game in Pittsburgh, they really didn't control it for a good period of time. Pittsburgh was all over them for a good portion of it. Also on top of it as well, I feel like the game in Carolina, they very much needed Hart to come through big time because Carolina was all over them. He single-handedly won that game for the Flyers. He absolutely did. Because the offense barely could get anything going against Carolina. And they were getting outworked by them at times. And also we should thank the Lord that that Jarvis's legs are not nearly as long, so he was offsides for that one goal. But, you know, the point is that I do feel like there are times where they're relying very heavily on Hart and Jones to stop everything. And yes, the defense has played a part in that, and I give the defense credit because they have been playing better. I'm not taking that away. But like you guys were saying, offense needs to be more consistent. This dry up has really been hurting the Flyers big time here. And there's times where they're just not, they don't have their legs moving. And I don't understand, like, why do you not have your legs moving? You know, you're playing a hockey game where 2 points are on the line. The other team gets it. Why the fuck are you standing around watching the game? You know, you need to get your ass moving, because if you don't, you can lose this game. There are certain teams that won't make you pay for it, like an Arizona team where it took them to the third period to score. You're lucky they didn't have the talent to back it up. But Pittsburgh had the talent. Toronto had the talent. That was embarrassing, the way they played against Toronto. Absolutely terrible play against them in neutral zone. And not just neutral zone, the offensive zone. Could get nothing going. It's something I'd like to see them fix, get a little bit more of a quicker step, and stop standing around at times and watching the play form and getting outworked a little bit. It does happen on this team a few times, and it's bothering me.
I mean, it happens to every team throughout the league. It's a 60-minute game. I mean, the teams that win are the teams that, outwork others. But at the same point, in the Carolina game, I thought that was a pretty evenly matched game. I thought they were pretty much back and forth the entire game. A lot of good chances from the Flyers. Freddie Anderson just had answers. He had answers until the third period. Same thing with Carter Hart. Carter Hart had answers all night too. So, I mean, to kind of like dispute your point there, Maddie, it's first of all, it's good that they're going through this stuff early on.
True.
I do realize that, it's really, you put yourself in a hole, it's hard to dig yourself out, whatever. What's up, guys? I see everybody in the chat.
What's going on?
We got a Calgary fan in here.
Is that the same Calgary fan we had in here?
Yeah, Jackie Boy's awesome. What's up, Jackie Boy?
What's going on?
So, at some point every game, there's going to be a team that outworks everybody, and no team is going to go 82-0 and have a perfect season. So,
of course,
it's I'm not so much like worried about what they're doing now, because they're still not 100% healthy either. So you also have to keep that in mind. Just getting Hayes back, you just got Ellis back, and then you lost Ellis again. So there's different aspects to this team right now that's not 100%. So we're still not seeing this team at its best, and we've seen it good already. We've seen a lot of positives from this team, and a few negatives to what you pointed out, Matty. There have been games where they just got completely outworked. I'm not saying that they haven't, but you want to see this team continue to gel, get the chemistry going, get 100% healthy. That's the important part. I think once this team is 100% healthy, you're going to see something different. I think you're going to see something good and a little more consistent. So, I mean, with Hazy back, let him get his legs back underneath him. With Ellis, I don't even know what to say about Ellis right now at this point. I want to sit there and say, hey, he's going to be fine. But at the same breath, is this going to be a lagging injury all year?
Yeah, I am a little worried about that too. But at the end of the day, let's just hope that maybe maybe they realized, okay, Ellis is not 100%. Maybe he said he was, and the team realized, no, he's not. And they put him on there because they realized, no, Ellis, you are not doing this. You're not going to play hurt the entire year,
Other way around, I think they pushed him to play.
Yeah, it could be that too.
I think he wasn't quite ready yet. But this team has depth. We talked about a lot in the preseason. When will we see Cam York? You know what I mean? You can see him step up. So far, Nick Seeler has been doing an adequate job filling in on that third line, and Braun has been doing a great job. Probably, arguably, the best defenseman on this team, even above Provy. As long as he keeps that up, then you feel it a little bit less. But you have other options. I mean, obviously, Ellis was your big defensive signing. So I'm not about to say that, it's no big deal if we don't have him for a while. It is. It is a big deal. But I think just real quickly to touch upon your earlier point, boys, one thing we're seeing from AV is more of a counter-strike style of offense. And we saw it in the game against Edmonton, saw it against the aforementioned game against Washington, and again in Carolina, where you absorb the other team's blows, you wait for them to make a mistake and you pounce. And they've shown that they can win hockey games that way. I'm more along agreeing with you, though, Maddie, that you can't rest your laurels on that 100% of the time. You do need to take the fight to them. But that's just an explanation of what we're seeing now. I think it's a little more pre-planned than just happenstance.
Seriously, Jesse, when the F is this game going to start? I'm sitting here looking at an ESPN Plus ad on my screen. Event about to start.
I thought we
Really?
were good to go. I thought we were good to go with the 6:30 start for the ceremony or what have you. But they got to clear all that off and then get the ice ready or what have you. That's what's going on right here. But I mean, 22 minutes past the hour, boys. We were ready. Where are you? Let's go.
Seriously, maybe it was a 7:25 puck drop.
Yes.
7:35.
But Benny's Nation does point out something very important here. Power play also needs to be much better. Looked like a little better against the Stars, but the 5 to 6 game prior has been bad. I mean, want to talk about something real bad in that Carolina game. Holy shit. JJ summed it up real well when he said the Flyers could not have played that any worse, and they lived to tell the tale. When they basically allowed a 2-on-1 on their power play. And then after the initial save from Hart, the puck winds up back with the Carolina Hurricanes. And no one went down there to support to try and get that puck off of the Hurricane. What the fuck was that? But they did point it out. You put 4 forwards out on your power play and you put 1 D-man. That is the risk. That's a gamble, and that almost cost the Flyers there. So,
especially when that 1 D-man's an aging Keith Yandel. This was my fear. I know he can quarterback a power play well, but in his advanced age, I was a little nervous about him in that role. And I think that's something that will be shored up with the future of this team because, I mean, Cam York will be that quarterback on that. But in the meantime, I think Proby's got to get more involved, and we saw that even in the game against Dallas, but specifically against Calgary, putting up a point on the stat sheet finally. And, in the end, I couldn't agree more, Benny. This power play needs to be much better. There's too much talent on this team. And, I've been barking at the coaching staff about this for a year and a half plus.
The thing that annoys me the most about this power play unit is a chip in. I hate when they do that. Carry the puck in. Carry the puck in. Just do it. Just carry it. If you can't carry it in, then chip it in. But you have to. Because you're not giving yourself opportunity to chip it in because you're essentially just giving the puck away. I hate when they do that. If they're playing 3 up on you and not allowing you to just walk it in, chip it in because there's only one guy back there and get your speedster on the ice and get him going.
Right.
Because you got to create chances, and you're not creating chances, just chipping the puck in and essentially giving it away. I hate the dump and chase. I hate it. I've always hated it.
Well, see, but on the power play, you have the extra man, so you should be able to outman them on the dump and chase.
No,
I mean,
theoretically, absolutely.
In theory.
Right.
Yeah.
In theory, yeah. But a lot of teams, they know, these teams they watch video on each other. Say, oh, well, this team is always going to dump and chase. Let's play 3 guys back, 1 in the front.
Right.
Or let's play 2 and 2.
Right.
I've always hated it. Yo, Johnny, what's going on, dude? But yeah, I mean, to me, it just makes no sense. If you want to do like a little chip and chase, chip it up over the defenseman and don't quite get it in deep. Yeah, let's talk about that. But if you're going to just do the flat out dump and chase, save that for the end of the game. When you're winning 3-1, 4-1, 4-2, whatever, what have you. Then you do the dump and chase because then you're killing clock. But I'm just a guy. I'm not a coach.
Apparently
I'm here in
Jesse
Carolina
agrees
doing a show
with
with
you.
you two.
John also saying dump and chase only worked when you had big physical forwards like Lindros and Leclerc.
Yeah.
Jesse saying Flyers are chipping the puck with no help. Then we have 1 Flyer versus 3 guys in the zone. Bad play.
Yeah.
Benny's Nation going on, which is probably why York needs to be called up. He can help carry the puck. And by the way, Benny's Nation with that little logo that's sitting off to the side. He is an A2D member. In case you guys are interested, it is definitely worth checking out. It's $9.99 a month if you are new to these shows or if you are watching them once again. Just a reminder, $9.99 a month. You get plenty of perks with it. Appearances on shows. We've had Prism on here twice. I'm sure we'll have him on here again. And anyone who is a member is always invited. And also, you get members-only streams, shout-outs, weekly sports picks from the Money Pop Podcast in Willie Vegas. Those are guys who are going to earn you some money. You'll be paid to be a member, really, when you use that and you place your bets.
Essentially, that's what that means. Nate, Money Moss, and Willie V do a great job giving you your betting stuff, tips, whatever you want to call them. Little tip. Just stick it in a little, just to see how it feels. And then,
it was just the tip.
Just wanted to know how it felt. That's all. But yeah, those guys will definitely win you some money. So the $9.99 is going to be worth the return you're going to get from those two. And you can also check out Nate Moss and the Money Pop Podcast every Sunday morning, and then Willie, you can always check on Agree to Disagree Sunday night.
And Eileen was saying, "Good evening, gentlemen. Hope you're all doing well." She went on to say "naughty" at the in response. She also wants to know what the poll question is. Let me pop that guy back up here so that way she can take a look. And the Philadelphia Flyers are relying too much on Carter Hart and Martin Jones. Agree or disagree? So Eileen and everyone else out there, if you're just joining us in, can go ahead and give their opinion on if they agree with that poll or they absolutely flat out disagree with that poll.
Yeah, let us know what you think. Let us know what you think for sure. Barry, no, the game did not start yet. We're still waiting for it to start. They're still doing the Flyers Hall of Fame ceremony from what I hear. I have a
pre-gaming
a blank screen in front of me. Vasquez said something smart today. I was very proud of him. I'm very proud of him.
What did he say?
The Ducks are going to win their 8th straight tonight, and he's right. He's absolutely right.
And Joey's saying, maybe it's just me, but the Flyers always seem to be pass happy on the power play. They always have been pass happy on the power play.
Just pass happy, period.
Yeah. Although, to be fair, there are some players who've been taking more shots in these games. Like Giroux was taking more shots. And then Atkinson has just said, you know what? I'll be the goal scorer. I don't care. He volunteered for that role from the moment he put on the orange and black. So then Konechny's actually taken a lot more opportunities and taken a lot more shots instead of passes as well.
I agree. A little bit too much perimeter passing. You want to work it into the high or low slot more often, but sometimes the other team does a good job on their PK.
Mm-hmm. And Joe's saying 2 power play goals for the Flyers tonight.
Joey!
Nice. And let's see here.
Yeah, I think the Devils game was postponed there, Rosca. I think Barry's right. I think they are playing the Islanders. So I think the
What?
Devils are supposed to play. Yeah, the Devils are supposed to play the Senators, but they're postponed for 3 days because of the Corona outbreak.
Yeah, we'll talk a little bit more about that and what implications that might have if that kind of trend continues. So we'll talk about that when we get to the first intermission, if we ever get to the start of this game. But
Jesse, forecheck. That's how
and
you create turnovers.
John Melmo saying yes on the question. I'm going to assume he means he agrees with the Flyers relying too much on Carter Hart and Martin Jones. I'm just saying a big fat fucking agreement, Ken Hitchcock size. Yeah, let's see.
Yeah, of late, they've been hurting on the score sheet. This team needs to get back to their early, first couple games. They were posting up 4 or 5 goals a game. That's a goaltender's best friend. Besides the pipe. I just feel that they're just, I don't see how you could say they're relying too much. I mean your goaltender's your last line of defense. They're doing their job, but it's just a philosophical difference. We all here.
I mean, it's just what. But here's the thing, though. We can all agree on this, though. Jones and Carter Hart have been more than ready for the challenge because they've been playing phenomenal. Both goaltenders, when they've been asked to step in, they have done their job and then some. I mean, some of the saves Carter Hart's making are fucking inhuman. And then Jones, when he's been asked to step up to the plate, he's had some timely moments where he's put out the glove and he's got the pad out and everything. And that was a player I was worried when the Flyers signed him, obviously, because, documented history of frustrations with him. But the thing is, though, is that he stepped up to the plate. He's in a role that I think he's really morphing well into, like Elliott did as a backup. And, good news for him on that one. And like I said, Carter Hart having a strong season after a rough one last year. So,
yo, Benny,
what did he do this time? Oh, did you say pipe? Isn't that the bat signal for Prism?
I don't like Prism's new schedule though. It keeps him away from us. When the hell is this game getting started?
Oh, okay. Well, they just brought up the copyright thing for the pregame, so it should be getting started now.
Jesus.
Jeez.
We're trying to do a live reaction show, and there's nothing to react to.
I love it.
Look, this is what I got. This is what I'm reacting to right now. That is live what I'm reacting to right now. This is ridiculous. Let's go.
I mean, at least you're festive, and you got the Christmas lights around the beam there.
Yep.
So at least you got that going.
Yes, sir. And I got my Giroux jersey behind me. Come on, I'm ready to go.
While we're waiting for this game, though, I do want to give a quick shout out to the boys from Flyers Extreme, a great group on Facebook. If you're not a member of it, search for it now. Just great Flyers hockey talk all the time, no trolling, and just no, just a lot of good takes in that group. It's finally a group that I found that has mostly good takes. I mean, a certain other group I want to freaking, I don't even know what I want to do. I mean,
there's a few of those.
Frustrating.
I'm with you, Rob.
But Flyers Extreme, Jimmy over there runs a great group. Go join it now.
Branks, that's a great question. I mean, they added Atkinson, who's not essentially a sniper, but he's a goal scorer. I think the chances they add another sniper is going to depend on where they are in the standings as the trade deadline comes. Right now, I'm sitting at about a 65% that they add another sniper, but we'll see where they are come trade deadline time in March.
There were a couple of guys that I follow on YouTube who were stating, they brought up the news that Oscar Lindblom did get put into the scratch column. Maybe there's a sign that he's in a trade situation. I don't think so. But the question is, would the Flyers consider that? And I hope not, because, like I said, I really do like Oscar's game. I just think he hasn't been getting a little bit of luck. I mean, his best chance was against Pittsburgh, I believe, and he shot it over the net. But, I think he'll get better as time goes along. I don't want to see them give up on some of the younger guys. I understand why they gave up on Nolan Patrick, because he was a number 2 overall draft pick, and he just was not panning out. So I get that side of it. He had a much higher value, and for him to not immediately be making the impact, I get where that was coming from. But for an Oscar Lindblom, I feel like you could be a little bit more patient. Oh, and speaking of that, sorry, Rob, but we have to mention this. We wish to give thanks to Knack for his contributions to the Philadelphia Flyers.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Knack was put on waivers. He did not clear waivers. He is now a card-carrying member of the Colorado Avalanche. I'm sure he's not broken up by that, though. And,
he went from a winning team to right now a losing team. So,
but a cup contender, though, really, when you essentially
when
think
you're
about
a losing
it.
team, are you really a cup contender?
Yeah, but it's still it's an 82 though. They'll round it back out. It'll give it a chance.
It's getting late early though. It's getting late early.
No, that's true. That's true. But still, Knack did go to the Colorado Avalanche. Yeah, Knack did go to the Avalanche. He's now wearing the blue and red jersey, and just want to say thank you, Knack. Unfortunately, would have loved to have seen you continue to prosper in the Flyer system, but. That's the pain of waivers. It's a tricky sumbitch, and that can happen sometimes.
A lot of potential. I pointed it out, but he has not been playing well, and I admit that. And this shows that the Flyers are willing to make moves. So I mean, your point to Oscar Lindblom before. At first, I thought, well, I don't know, I wouldn't go that far. Who knows? I mean, they're not just going to sit around and allow for mediocre play, and I applaud that. The thing is, with Knack, you were getting that. Right, with Lindblom, on the puck, off the puck, he's been playing well. So like I bet you got to think that those goals will come for him. I think he's just squeezing the stick a little bit too hard right now.
Yeah.
A couple familiar faces that I haven't seen in a while.
Jim Jones and
Jim Jackson and Keith Jones. Jim Jones. Who's Jim Jones? Is he somebody new? Is he the new sideline reporter?
Oh, I'll be right back. I'm going to go get some Kool-Aid.
I get to see Taryn Hatcher.
But anyway, JJ and good old Keith Jones. But anyway, I actually, yeah. You'll get to see that.
I get the intermission reports. I get the intermission reports on ESPN Plus, which is fun. Barry,
What's up, Chucks?
I mean, it's going to start within the next few minutes.
Yep, absolutely. It will be starting up very, very soon. Jesse. Keith Jackson.
Yeah, Barry, it's just about to get underway. They're doing the final commercial, and then they're going to come back and do the opening face-off. So probably within the next 5 minutes ish, if that even that long.
And
I'm excited for this.
John saying
this is my second Flyers game of the year.
Oh, there you go. John saying nothing wrong with living in Colorado. And Chris saying, yo, boys, let's go Flyers. My first fave, Rick Tocchet, number 22. Congratulations. Absolutely. Congrats to Paul Holmgren and Rick Tocchet. Both men, going to the Hall of Fame. And might as well get this out of the way, too, before the third period. Jesus. The first period.
Back. Welcome to the fam.
Yeah. The first period begins. And that is, if you are looking to buy or sell a home, you want to go to eXp Realty. You want to go to Alan Foy. The reason why is because, moving and what have you, Brian could tell you, it's a big step in life,
It's a bitch is what it is.
Yeah. And if you're also looking to sell your home, if you're looking for a change of career or brokerage, Alan Foy's the guy to go. eXp Realty LLC at 302-682-8820 or visit him at alan.foy at exprealty.com. There is the first period sponsor for tonight's festivities.
Tony, welcome to the show. Kevin Hayes, I believe, is active tonight. He was activated on Saturday. Was it Saturday when he played Dallas? What day is today? Tuesday?
Today is Tuesday.
So it was what, Saturday when they played Dallas? Saturday they played Dallas? Okay, yeah. So he was activated when they played Dallas. I know that. I just can't remember which day it was. But, yeah, he should be in the lineup tonight. I haven't heard otherwise.
Yeah, and Hayes, to be fair, I'm not, the game he had, it looked like he missed some time, but that's going to happen, when you just come back from your injury. And core muscle surgery is nothing to joke about. I mean, Stamkos got it, and he didn't play a single game until the Stanley Cup Finals in the bubble. That's how extensive that kind of surgery is. Although
he only wound up playing one game.
And he scored, too. That's the funny part on his first ever shift in the playoffs.
But after that, he was gone. After that, I don't think he ever stepped back on the ice after that.
But hey, at least Stamkos contributed.
He did. He didn't. He never came back. He played one shift, got the goal, and then he disappeared for the rest of the series until they displayed the cup.
Yeah, but what the funny part is, though, I think he only did that so they could get his name on the cup. But hey, at least he scored. At least Stamkos could score at will. Yeah,
he would have anyway because he's the captain.
I got you. But yeah, Hayes is back tonight. Hopefully, he'll be, in a little bit more of, what would you say? A little bit more of, not focused, but I guess a little bit more of a. I don't know what to say here. Like he's back to it. He's back into the swing of things. What's a good word for that?
Shake the rust off.
All right, yeah, I'll just go with that. But anyway, so
he's centering the second line with Farabee and Atkinson to his left and right.
Okay, good. Then yeah, he should be good. And hey, everyone, message me for the ATD Flyers live stream.
I don't know what that is about. I hope that's something common proof for you, Joe.
Yeah. And then Tony's saying he could help the PP. Yeah, that's true. He absolutely can. And John's saying, with the living in Colorado. Ted saying Fenway Sports in advance. Oh,
yeah, I saw that. I don't think they're. I don't know. Right now, I think Pittsburgh is not obviously going anywhere, especially to go to Boston. Put another team in Boston.
They would not draw. The Bruins are too. Even the Whalers had a hard time drawing at first because they had to compete with Boston. It wasn't until 2-3 years later.
Although they could move them to another area near Boston. I mean, there's probably a couple decent cities in Massachusetts that could probably support an NHL team. Maybe they move him back to Hartford.
I just find
possibility. I don't see him going. I don't see him going anywhere. But
I just find it funny though that we're talking about the Pens moving again. It's like, how is it that this team wins cups and then immediately it's threatened to be moved? I don't think any other franchise this fucking happens to. It's just funny as shit.
It's been a little while now, and you're talking about maybe this Fenway Sports Group are just trying to do a buy low investment. Especially at a time where you have Crosby and Malkin aging on their way out of, immediately, but in that direction. Reports are that I got was the team, all the shares that were sold for a 30-pack of Natty Ice. Is that true?
I mean, that's a pretty buy low move.
Well, Brian, you're the on-field reporter. You're going to have to take a look into that.
No, I'm not.
I promoted you. Congratulations.
Oh, it only took 6 years. Only took 6.5 years. Daryl, I love the positivity coming out of you. This is a new team. They did address the weaknesses. I think it's going to be definitely a much better season for them. They just got to get healthy. They need to get healthy, get back on the same page. I think this team is going to be just fine.
Yep. All right. That's what we love. We love seeing these comments. Yeah. We love seeing these comments, guys. Keep them rolling in.
Love the positivity, Daryl.
And I believe Barry said he just subbed. So thank you, Barry, for subbing to A2.
Yeah, Barry. Welcome to the fam. Hit that. Turn on your notifications, too. It'll let you know of every show that goes live for A2D.
I think Benny.
16 of them? 17?
Yeah.
Somewhere. Yeah, I lost track.
That. But Benny's saying Pens will not move. I agree. The Pens aren't going to move. It's like
they're not going anywhere.
They have 5 cups. They have a fan base. There's no reason why they're going to move. That'd be stupid. I mean, even if the Penguins go through some lean years, they're still not going to move. Not now. They have stable ownership. They didn't have it in the end of the 90s when Lemieux took over the team. Their ownership was in terrible debt and financial straits. They couldn't even pay Yager and Lemieux. So that's why he took over the team. He's like, just give me the team. You guys can't pay shit. I'll do it. Anyway, so the game looks like
captaincy at one point.
What's up?
Rick Tocchet wore captaincy at one point?
Yes, he did. For one season, he was one of the one-season captains.
Because they were showing the players warming up. I didn't realize that he ever wore a C for the Flyers.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah, I want to see who the hell that was rotating the puck on his stick. He was like pulling it in and out like a yo-yo, man. That was skills right there.
These guys, man, their mitts are filthy. Their mitts are filthy.
And
There's Johnny. I love those unis that Calgary has.
The old school ones, nice. Yeah.
I love them. I'm glad they went back to them.
Calgary's always had cool jerseys. I mean, the only one that I thought was kind of weird when they had the British Columbia flag on the one side and the Canada flag on the other, but I did kind of think that was somewhat neat, but it was kind of AHL kind of vibes there with that kind of jersey. It's also
Johnny
not the
finally looks like he can fit his
year.
pads too.
Well, yeah, so we have just begun, and right now, be very interesting to see what we get here in the first opening minutes of the first
And
period.
we're
Who's going to have
underway.
momentum here?
We are underway.
Yeah. Joey's asking if the promotion that I gave you comes with a raise.
Probably not. He's cheap.
No, it doesn't. But that's all right. I pay him a good penny an hour. It's okay.
On your
Give me that.
deathbed, Brian, on your deathbed, you will experience complete consciousness. So you got that going for you.
And Joe's saying NHL will save them. They finished 10th one year and got a .001 chance at the number 1 overall pick and somehow get it at the draft and the next Crosby. Bryce saying, here we go. What's going on, Bryce?
What's up, Bryce?
Jesse saying, I wish the Flyers just had the black home jersey. I do love the new designed black jerseys that they had brought for that Winter Classic game against Pittsburgh.
Blach. It's Blach. Like to me, it's just Blach. It's bland. There's like nothing that makes it pop. Now, if they were doing like they did at the game the other night,
The
where they had
Alumni
like
game?
that original, like kind of like what they did with their jersey last year, is go back to that. We're talking now.
Yeah, that's
Get a
what they've
little
been
retro
rolling.
on
They've been rolling that black with the orange stripe, the reverse retro. Was supposed to be the away, but I noticed they were wearing it at home too. I don't think that exists.
That reverse retro jersey grew on me for this team.
Yeah, it did.
I didn't like it at first, but once I saw it as a full uniform with all the gear and all that, it was pretty good.
Chris saying black jersey is the best one. And honestly, having now seen some people wear it in person at the games yesterday, I can confirm I still hate that jersey. I still think it was garbage. Also, on top of it, the Flyers sucked in them anyway. So you know what? No, I'm if the jersey has and the Flyers play like garbage in it, I'm done with that jersey. Period. Like that stupid 50th anniversary one with the golden numbers, they sucked in those too. So
I kind of like that jersey though. That's a good question, Joey. I don't know where Priz and Don Don. Priz has a new work schedule he's still adjusting to, and then I don't know where Don Don's been. He hasn't even been in the chat in any of the other shows. I hope he's all right.
Yeah, hopefully. Especially
since his Red Wings are actually having a pretty good year. They have a winning record.
Ooh, nice feed.
Yeah, Jesse saying the gold 50th jersey sucked, as well as that whole season.
Yes. Agreed.
And let's see here. So
sloppy to start.
Yeah. And it looks like we got not a penalty, but a stoppage in play. I guess it was offsides or icing. I think it was offsides. But
how far behind am I?
You might be a little bit because they're just showing us our. Well, I'm at 17:20. What do you got?
Who's wearing 38? I'm at 17:33.
Okay, so just a slight tick behind, but nothing too severe.
13 seconds. That's a lifetime.
In hockey, yeah.
I'm still waiting for that whistle that he was talking about. There it is. Just got it.
Yeah.
Was it offsides? It had to have been because of the face-off.
I think it was icing.
It was icing. Oh, okay. It's weird. Hey.
This Calgary team's been pretty good this year. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't expect them to be as good as they were.
So
they're getting point production from the guys they need to, especially Mangiapane. He's been huge this year for them so far. I believe he's their leading goal scorer as well.
Benny's Nation saying Don Don is still celebrating the Lions tie.
We tied. They're all celebrating like the Texas State Armadillos.
Yeah, they're out in the street celebrating. Hey, we tied. We were gonna go 0-16 again, but now we're not.
Fanned opportunity because of a back check there.
Yeah, he lifted his stick right where he was about to shoot. That was Gaudreau on the back check too, right? 13.
I believe so.
Yeah, that's Johnny.
Yeah, lucky number 13.
Good thing about this Flyers team, and they're showing the stat now on the game, is the fact that they're 5-0 after a loss. So they've been rebounding nicely. Not not losing in streaks. So that's going to be huge
Yes.
moving forward.
Absolutely.
Is
That's
not losing
huge.
more than maybe 2, maybe 3 in a row. That's got to be the worst. Good opportunity there. Fan on the shot. All right, that's right. I'm 13 seconds behind y'all.
Right?
Just saying, I'm at 1:30 game time behind y'all. Jesus, I'm switching my teams to ESPN Plus.
Yeah, Jesse, seriously.
Benny's Nation
Can't even
saying
spell my
hooked.
name right. Come on, bro. You know better than that.
Yes, say brain.
Yeah, only
It's a
the
17
Lions.
game season. They're still going 0-16. Only the Lions.
It's Detroit.
So we've got
It's
Brain
Detroit.
Daily here on the Hockey Happy Hour now. Oh, Brian
Oh,
the
Chris,
Brain Daily.
that's not
There we
even-
go.
That's not even a fair trade.
JVR for Johnny G straight up. They have equal salary.
Did anybody
This
just
one.
notice that the game went on high speed there for like a millisecond?
Sort of.
I just saw a blip in the matrix. That was weird.
So we've got icing there on.
How is Farabee getting chased down by Goodbranson? Like, that makes no sense to me. You gotta blow by him.
Real quick, being that they're featuring Johnny Gaudreau right here, every time that the Flyers play Calgary, I see a bunch of people clamoring about Johnny Hockey coming to Philadelphia. Do you boys ever see that happening?
No.
Maybe at the end of his career. Like in the twilight days, like when we got guys like, Tony Amonte and such like that. But,
I mean, I like Johnny. I think Johnny's a good player, but he's white noise to this team. He does nothing to make this team better.
We got a penalty coming
he's a
up,
little
and
bit
it's going to be
faster,
on the
but-
Flyers.
I mean, it was like what was Dylan from last week that was saying, he doesn't want to come here. He's got family defending him on Twitter saying that he doesn't want to leave Calgary. But I don't see Johnny coming here. He's white noise. He's not what people think he is.
Broussard
He's
did
just
get
not.
his stick up high. Yeah. All right, so Flyers are going to be penalized. And, yeah.
No blood.
No blood, at least, yeah. So Kristen saying nice high stick, yeah. Joe's saying Trout isn't going to be a Philly and Gaudreau isn't going to be a Flyer. That's true. Trout
signed
gets
that
the same
huge contract to
thing.
stay in Anaheim.
Can we just take a minute and talk about how awesome the sport of hockey is? That the sight of blood determines whether it's a 2-minute or 4-minute. I mean, that shit is straight out of wrestling. Like that's great. Just saying.
That's pretty
It
awesome.
just happened again. Is it my TV?
No, it happened on me too. It's the broadcast.
It's not happening for me. So you guys are getting further and further ahead of me.
That's what it is. So the penalty kill for the Flyers, 14th in the NHL. Power play for the Flames is 10th in the NHL. So their power play has been kicking for the Flames here.
Play there.
Although the Flyers' penalty kill has been rather solid for the most part. I mean, they've taken some bad, untimely penalties. Calls or not, whether you love them or you hate them, at the end of the day, Flyers' penalty kill has responded for the most part.
Yeah, they've been blocking the passing lanes well, keeping active sticks, keeping the play of the perimeter. I mean, we just saw an interior pass right there, so that wasn't a quintessential example of that. But for the most part, in the past games leading up to this, they have kept it on the outside.
Yeah, for the most part. From what I'm seeing early, there was a nice tic-toe pass into the slot there.
Yeah.
Better save there by Hart. But yeah, like it was a one-time pass there from Tkachuk, so or a one-touch pass. Couldn't really react to it in time, but point being, in order for penalty kills to be successful, you have to keep the power play to the outside. Can't give up those slot shots, those slot chances, because they're going to lead to second and third chances.
By the way, did you Gritty just showed up on the screen? Did you guys see the footage of Hartnell hugging Gritty along the boards? That was awesome. Yeah. And Rob, you were there. You saw the sign of Hartnell's not my dad. Stop asking. Oh my God, that was great.
That was great. That was great. I was actually chatting with Gritty a little, or the man that man's the mascot that is Gritty.
Lawton better be careful. He's going to get called for interference there. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Rob.
Oh, no, that's okay. I was about to say, really wanted to give a shout out to Brian Prop. He hosted us in this little suite. It was nice.
Nice.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
Good
That's
times.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
badass. The Flames recovered the puck, and thank God that just went through the blue paint and nobody tapped that home.
How awesome was it seeing Reggie Leach and Watson out there in their 70s?
I know.
Skating, man. Playing like I think they both had an assist in the game, too.
True. And Watson played without a helmet. He's just like, fuck it. I played without a helmet when I was in my prime. I'm going to play without one now when I'm old.
Yeah.
And he looked like he laid a pretty good hit on somebody too.
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw a picture of Riley Tocchet reacting to that.
Yeah. And let's see
Flyers has
here.
got to pick up the pressure a little bit on the penalty kill. They're giving guys a little too much time with the puck.
Yeah, I would agree. And now the Flyers did get it back down to the zone after killing off the penalty. Now, hopefully, they can get their offense set up and get some pressure down here on Markstrom. Got into the front, but nothing there.
Great play, though. That
Yeah.
was a great play, feeding Coots right on the doorstep.
I don't like being behind.
I think Joe said
We can pause our feeds, try to catch up, but I don't think the fan would like that.
Benny said hit the 10-second ahead. ESPN Plus will tend to trail over the course of the game.
Oh, check out the big brain on Benny.
Hang on.
And Joe said he think he caught up with us. And Eileen said, quick question, did y'all like Hexy? Of course we love Hexy.
Yeah.
Gotta love him. Yeah, he's the GM of the Penguins now, but you know what? The Flyers fired him, so it's not our fault that it's not his fault that he took a job with Pittsburgh. Guy needs a job.
That did nothing for me.
What fight was it that they showed over the weekend, Maddie? Hextall is skating down the length of the ice.
Oh, Felix Potvin.
Yeah,
Felix Potvin against Toronto.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, against Felix the Cat.
Yep. A game that the
was
Flyers
fun.
went on to win.
Yeah,
series.
Like he took the gloves off. He took the waffle off, the blocker off. They both kept the helmets on and started swinging.
The funny part is I'm surprised they didn't take the helmets off. That
That's what I'm
surprised me,
saying. Like, take the helmet off. You're going to break your freaking hand punching the helmet.
Actually, don't give a shit.
Felix got Hexy's sweater over his arms. I was like, hey, I don't like that. I don't like that one bit.
I will say,
that's
too,
my guy.
Eileen saying loved Hexy, met him back in the 80s. Good guy. Yeah, Hexy's always, anyone who's ever met him will say and tell you he is one of the nicest guys in the world to meet.
And now Hayes just broke his stick cross-checking somebody. That's great.
I think
That's
Hayes
great.
Did Hayes forget that they're cracking down on the cross-checking right now in the NHL?
They didn't call
He hasn't played that much. He doesn't know.
That's a good point. He got called for that in Dallas. John, saying, talking jersey, I personally like the Stadium Orange jersey or the Keystone Classic.
Yes.
This one, Johnny?
Maybe the other one where it was just the all orange and black, not with no white on it, and maybe that Penguins jersey that had the black and the yellow.
Okay.
He might be thinking about that one because that one the Flyers did win. It's the only outdoor game the Flyers have won, period. So,
I mean, I loved Hexy too. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and lie. I liked him better as a GM and a goaltender. He was a great goaltender. Don't get it twisted in any possible way. I just like what he's done. Tim, Ducks are on a roll, going for 8 in a row tonight. Hopefully they can keep it going.
Yeah.
Keep up the forecheck, keep up the pressure, figure out ways to score goals, and stay out of the defensive zone, which they've been doing a great job of in the last 7 games. But they got their work cut out playing the Capitals tonight.
Ducks are officially my Western Conference team because I am a true bandwagoner.
So Rob has officially joined that. I will not do that. I will stay loyal to my team out west. I will stay loyal to the Sharks, who unfortunately are coming off of a really bad game against Colorado. So,
Sharks suck.
They've been doing pretty darn well for a team that's been hitting with COVID issues the entire time.
Excuses. Look at Ottawa. Ottawa's still.
Ottawa had to postpone games, but we'll talk about that when we hit the first.
Yeah, they were playing LA the other night. They had 9 guys on the COVID restriction list. 9 guys.
They were playing LA.
LA's another team that's playing really good hockey right now too. I put this in the chat. Not that you ever really respond there, Maddie, but Quick, back to the Jonathan Quick of old.
I saw it. Well, that's what it was going to take, really. You know, if the Kings were going to make some noise this year, it was going to take Johnny being himself. And if he is, maybe them doing a wild card run, maybe it isn't too a far leap of the imagination for those boys.
Going into the game against Ottawa, they were he posted a 2.48 goals against and he had a shutout that night. So maybe Johnny's back. Maybe Johnny's finally healthy.
True. Joe say Michael Newell wasn't happy about getting cut in the Hall of Fame game. Yeah, he got cut, and that was – damn, did he take a puck to the face, Rob, or did he get hit by a stick?
I thought it was a stick, but it could have been a puck, but there was definitely blood on the ice.
Yeah. It was funny, actually, because Tocchet pointed it out because Coates was talking to him the whole time. He's like, there's blood on the ice, right? And that was throughout the arena, too. Everyone was friggin' dying after that.
Yeah, well, I mean, like Bundy said on Facebook, it was a glorified men's pickup game. You know what I mean? Sticks are going to come up. You know what I mean? That's just the nature of the beast.
Yeah, that's just a game. I mean, games come up in sea-level roller hockey, so I've caught my fair share. It is what it is. It's a part of the game. You just gotta go with it. Who was it? Benny that said that the Flyers were getting outworked? I absolutely agree with that. Yeah.
But I don't disagree. There's been a lot of really good opportunities for the Flames, albeit, though, the penalty helped with the momentum swing in their favor. But still, you've killed that off. You should start, get your feet moving. Start turning things in your favor.
Yeah, Johnny's already got 4 shots on goal already. So
one guy that's not getting outworked is a guy that's on pace for 20-21 minutes in this game, and that's Justin Braun.
Yeah,
playing lights out defense again so far in the first half of the first.
And now the Flyers get it out to the neutral zone, dump it in. What a shock, but they put it right in on Markstrom, which is a stupid decision. If you're going to dump, never put it straight on the goalie because he's just going to pass the puck to his teammate.
Yeah, you never know. You can definitely get a lucky bounce here and there. I've seen guys score on further.
Sometimes, but I mean, one of the more infamous ones I remember seeing was the one with Visitaskala, where the puck literally just hopped over his glove and it went right into the net. That was actually pretty damn funny. It's the only moment that everybody remembers from his career.
Nice stash, Hart.
But yeah, I mean, you never know. Eileen, you have a great night. Always good talking to you. Always good hearing from you.
Absolutely, Eileen. You have a pleasant evening.
Yeah, I thought he was a better GM than he was a player. He just never got his chance to see what you're seeing right here is Ron Hextall, minus the moves that Fletcher made this offseason. All the young guys were all guys that Hextall drafted. Hart was a Hextall guy. Sanheim's a Hextall guy. TK's a Hextall guy.
Yeah, they were all.
He got fired for taking too much time. Look at all the talent that is coming up. That's youth talent. Cam York is another Hextall guy.
No, he's not. That's Fletcher. That was his first draft.
How long has Fletcher been here?
Fletcher's been here for about 4 seasons.
I was gonna say, this is what, his 3rd season?
Yeah, he took over halfway through the after Hextall got fired. He was hired pretty much right out of the gate. So then he gave Hackstall a shot, and then he fired him after that really poor road trip out in Western Canada.
Hang on. I don't think Cam York. I think Cam York was a Hextall guy. But either way, you're looking at the youth right now. Every player that's coming up drafted by Hextall. It's the Phillies all over again.
Yeah, I mean there are.
If they win the Stanley Cup this year, they pulled the Phillies because the Phillies won after Ruben Amara essentially put that team together and then fired him.
Chris saying he was fired for Carter Hart. That's it. And Joe also went on to say, "Damn, my shit buffered, and now I'm like 25 seconds behind again." Oh, poor Joe. Poor Joe.
That sucks.
They say a lot of puck watching, not moving their legs. I agree.
Point being, most of the talent we're seeing up right now have all been guys drafted by Ron Hextall. So
I think that Hexy did a good job as, honestly. Although, yes, I will agree, Ted. German Rupstov was a Hexy guy. That was not a great pick. I'll give you that one.
Yeah, but how much of that is on German, and how much of it is just the Flyers giving up on him?
And Chris saying Cam York was not Hexy. He was Chuck Fletcher, if I do recall. That was, I believe, Fletcher's first pick as a GM because we did not get. I don't think that was the same draft as Caulfield. I think that was the following draft. But
No, I think it was the same draft, 2019.
Okay, then so it would be a Fletcher pick, and because the Flyers picked him instead of because I remember because when we had that playoffs last year, Cole Caulfield was lighting it up, and everybody was like, "Why the fuck didn't the Flyers pick him? Why the fuck didn't the Flyers pick him? Why the fuck did we pick Cam York?" Because everybody wanted to immediately trade Cam York the moment they saw Cole Caulfield lighting up the lamp. It's like, okay, what the fuck are Montreal doing now?
But Cole Caulfield actually got sent down. I don't know if he got called back up yet, but
yeah,
I mean, Ron Hextall was just too patient. That was his only issue. He knows what a rebuild is. He was building for a future. Rebuilds don't take a couple of years. Rebuilds take time.
Which was the right thing to do. I mean, that was the and Ivan Provorov is a Hexy guy.
He's definitely a Hexy guy because him and TK were the same draft.
Yep. But the thing is that, I was all in for Hexy's idea of rebuilding because I understood what he was trying to do. I was fine with the Flyers. And the Flames just scored. Damn it.
Hell?
That's what I get for looking down at my fucking phone.
Hi, Anthony. Came in at a great time.
What's up, man?
What happened?
I flicked a fly, and I think I just killed it.
I think it was a deflection.
Killington. I've gone skiing there before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a deflection.
Fly away.
Deflection off of Couturier because Couturier was trying to make the goalie save here through the 5-hole. Bounced off of the back of his skates right into the far corner of Hart's goal. Damn it! So
yeah, I just got the goal.
See, that's where you got to go down to a knee and take it off the shin pad. That's a poor attempt at a block there from Coots.
He's not on the roster, Jesse, because it's kind of full at the moment. He still needs a little bit more time, though. I thought he did a lot of good things last year, but he still has a little bit of growing to do. Tony, it's been a pleasure, my friend. Hope to see you next week.
Night, my man. Hopefully the Flyers can tie this thing up.
Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Let's go. Do something great today.
And Chris saying, and he fixed the cap. Now we have $10 bucks and not many picks with G coming up as an FA. Yeah, I mean, Hexy did manage to get rid of the Pronger contract, so that was pretty impressive by dumping him off to Arizona. Yeah. And he had to trade Timonen and Coburn by that point, and he managed to flip Timonen for 2 second-round picks. So I can't really complain about that move. And Timonen went to go on to win a cup, although with sort of tainted cup now due to the team he won it with. But
well, was that 2010?
No, but still, same core team for the most part.
Different year though. The tainted cup is the 2010 cup because that's when it actually went down.
Very much the tainted one, yes.
Ooh, nice speed.
All right, so Flyers got a little bit going on, but not enough pressure. They are really having a hard time getting going here. Again, this is what the fuck is going on here, guys? Flat-footed again right now, not fucking getting your legs moving. And I get it. The Flames are trying to make it hard for you, but you got to outwork them in that neutral zone and then get some pressure in the offensive zone. Got to get stuff down on Markstrom here.
I'm seeing a lot of sloppy play, a lot of guys trying to force the play, force the issue. Just make passes, especially in the neutral zone, entering the Calgary zone. Again, Mr. Optimism at his best. Mr. Optimism at his best right here. It's early.
You gotta finish.
No, you're right. Rob's right though.
Steeler getting up in there, yeah. Sorry, what?
I haven't seen the shot yet, so just wait for
it. Chris saying he traded Vinny, made him retire. Yeah, Vinny LeCavier.
Pretty much.
And Joe's like, how do you not score on that?
Yeah, right.
I think you're ahead of Brian, but we saw it.
That's just man,
yeah.
Stick laid open.
Did
close
Markstrom
off,
get that? I think
TK.
Markstrom touched that.
I think Markstrom got it with it. No, he hit the post. He hit the other side of the post.
Looks like TK's a little uncomfortable at the moment.
Yeah, that's to take a hard hit into the boards. No call. No, did they get a call?
No
on that?
penalty, rough it. Boarding.
There we go.
I don't like being
Another
behind.
great sign.
Show the replay.
So Mikhail Backlund goes to the box. The Flyers will get their first power play. I'm actually kind of worried because the power play has always been an advantage for the other team.
TK opened up too much. That was his issue there. He didn't touch the board. He didn't touch the post, anything like that. He opened up the stick blade a little too much. And as soon as it hit it and he flicked it, it just rolled off and went straight instead of going the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get that opportunity, the best thing to do is just tip it. You know, that's usually the best option.
And that's what he tried to do. So imagine. So he probably should have had it angled a little more this way.
Yeah.
Instead, he had it angled a little more this way.
Yeah.
So the stick blade actually opened up a little bit more. Instead of being closed off, would have just banked, would have went right in.
Correct. Love the demonstration, though, brother. Love the props.
That's why I hold on to it. I might need it.
We're like TNT over here.
Jesse saying TK whiffed it. Benny's Nation saying the ref blew it.
A great one.
And that should have been 5 minutes. Anthony saying, let's bring back Paul Holmgren and have Paul recruit every person at the nursing home to a huge deal. Oh, God, please no. I have made my case very poignantly clear. Paul Holmgren was a hell of a player. He was not a great GM. He did not adjust well to the new NHL.
Let's speak bad of homie. You know what I mean? Holmgren on this section.
I'm going to leave it there. I'm not going to go any deeper than that. If you want to hear me rant on him, you can go back in the archives and go see past episodes, especially when Hexy got fired.
Absolutely, Joe.
I want to see Giroux do something. Chris brings up a great point. Let's see if JVR even gets to the front of the net. He's a power forward. He scores goals there. Why aren't you creating plays for him to be there?
Penalty kill for the Flames.
Put two guys in front of the net.
Penalty kill for the Flames is 8th in the league. Meanwhile, the Flyers are tied for 22nd on the power play. Definitely would like to improve that.
Where you need your snipers. Said Breaks' comment earlier. That's where you need your snipers, your goal scorers. You need them on the power play.
There he is.
Guys got to get
a pass, a shot. Oh, he shot it wide. Rebound and no goal. God damn it. Markstrom spread out the pads. Oh, my God. Couturier just getting pulled, horse-collared. Good God.
I haven't gotten that far yet. Yandel has the puck in the defensive zone. I just got the stats for the penalty kill power play.
Branson.
Yeah, Chris, I'm with you, dude. I'm with you. Just block view. He can't stop what he can't see.
And,
they need to transition a little bit faster, too. I think that's something I've noticed. That's something Calgary's doing, too.
Nope, that's not in.
A little bit faster than the Flyers have.
What a save by Markstrom. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a 10-bell save.
Yeah, this is the Markstrom that played a couple years back in the bubble for Vancouver and did so well. That's just an amazing save.
This game is awfully chippy.
It is, for two teams that don't see each other very much. But then again, go ahead, Rob.
Bad blood from last game.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, they're 5-0 as far as the score goes, going back in the last game. So,
yep.
Joe's like, Coots had 18 inches of an open net, and he shoots it straight into the pad.
Sometimes you get that lucky ankle and angle, and you hit the pad right, and it just kind of scoots right in there.
Yeah,
but he hit it a little too flat.
But that's also taken, and that's taken away from Markstrom getting his pad out and making a big save there when he needed to for his team. And there's a penalty coming up on the Flames, so the Flames are going to go down 2 men here, and the Flyers will have a 2-man advantage.
Markstrom is fine. Yeah, Markstrom's finding his game back too, so there's a big plus there. Yeah, I haven't gotten to that penalty yet.
So is it holding the stick on Mangiapane? I do believe it's holding the stick.
Yeah, considering he ripped it out of his hands.
Hang on.
Yep, holding the stick.
I'm surprised he didn't go 2 for 2 there because Broussard kind of upended him.
He did, yeah.
To begin that fracas.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite words ever, too, fracas.
So now the Flyers with a 2-man advantage have to take advantage here.
Yeah, you absolutely have to.
Shot
Man,
saved by
dude,
Markstrom.
I do love that. I do love him though. He's such a good player. He's got a great name too.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the Flyers' last 5-on-3 did not look very good over the weekend.
No, it did not.
Yeah, it's absolutely must score here, guys. Absolutely must score.
Chris has put Risto in front of the power play. Risto's been playing very well, and I like what he's been bringing to a lot of the offensive side of things. He's been getting pucks down onto the net. He's been throwing the body around to make sure that the Flyers either keep the puck or get the puck down in the dirty areas. You know, again, so far Risto's been panning out.
I don't like that. I don't like that pass selection there. You had pretty much Couturier with nobody on the back end. And Yandel's going to rip a shot from essentially the top of the circle.
They did the same thing
like that
too.
Shot selection. You didn't really have anybody there on Couturier.
They just did the same exact thing, and Couturier.
Come on.
And Couturier makes a terrible pass. He's trying to pass it off to Yandel. Why are you passing it to Yandel? Like, that's what I want to know. It's like, you guys can shoot too. Like, yes, I get it. Yandel has a shot, but for fuck's sake, you know, like, if the pass is not there, it's not fucking there.
You know, that's not a half bad idea, too. If you wanted to play Risto on the power play and you park him in front of the net, kind of a la with the Bruins, how they utilize Chara occasionally on the power play.
How a lot of teams did with Buffalo, too. Yeah.
There's a shot, and that one went out of play. There's the puck. Jesus, it went into the air. Giroux has it. He passed it back to Yandel. Shot from Couturier. Went wide, it looks like. Actually, I'm sorry to disconnect me.
Now Maddie's ahead of me, Brian, so we're all at 3 different stages.
Oh, my Christ.
I'm at 5:40.
I'm at 5:06.
How the hell are you 30 seconds ahead of me?
I'm the closest to Philly, so that would probably be the reason why.
That's true.
And
I just got to that shot. You were talking about where everybody lost the puck.
Real small.
Good shot selection there. Just get shots in. I don't even necessarily – I won't be disappointed if they don't score, but just keep getting some shots on net.
All right, so unfortunately, 2-man advantage. We don't take advantage of it. Joe's saying he was at 5:02.
Now Joe's ahead of you.
Oh my Christ! What the fuck is going on with these streams? These damn broadcasts! God damn it! Paradox.
Who's streaming off of what? That's what I want to know.
I'm watching it on telly.
Dan doesn't want to face me after that shellacking we gave him the other night, talking all that shit.
And the Flames lost to the Sharks that night, which was actually kind of funny.
Talked all that shit, lost in overtime, talked some more shit to me, and we spanked him 5-1.
Oh, no, that's right, Vancouver.
Yeah.
That shit was funny.
Where's he at? Where you at, Dan? I know you're listening to somewhere.
Benny's saying, what a joke.
The guy walked into the bar and said, ow.
I will say, though, I think he was more referencing to that 5-on-3, and that was just poor decision-making on there in terms of shots. Not working really to try and open up the middle at all. And then worst of all, not just getting the puck down on net and just trying to get for a dirty rebound. It's like, again, keeping your shots to the point are not going to solve the problems. Teams are too good nowadays defensively to allow that shit to just go. Yes, you can get a deflection. That's how Calgary scored. Does happen. But most of the time, deflections happen when you're right in front of the goalie and he can't see shit.
Depends on who you have out there, I guess. I mean, they had a pretty decent unit out there that could shoot. I don't even think I saw Atkinson out there at any point, which kind of baffled me a little bit. I mean, I could be wrong. I just might not have seen him. But, you got a guy from the point. Yeah, you rip a shot here and there. But my assumption would be that they want to keep guys guessing. Say, hey, okay, so this time we're going to go from the point. If it doesn't work, then we're going to go down a little bit further. We're going to do 2 passes instead of 3. Look for the guy on the back end of the net there. Just, I don't know. I don't know what AV's doing with the power play. I don't know what Terry's doing with the power play. All I know is they need to get it going.
We are not on the power play anymore. The Flames killed it off. And Anthony's saying, I wish the Flyers would stop playing with the fuck and just shoot the puck. I don't know if he meant it to be that way, but it is.
So well written, though.
What's up, Nick?
Nick,
welcome to the show.
Nick Denny's saying, go Flyers. Thank God the Avs grabbed 62 off of us. So not a Knack fan. Happy that he is now in the alumni column.
I don't understand why nobody likes Knack.
I like Dak, but you know,
I don't get it. A lot of the viewers over the last couple of weeks have had an issue with 62.
I think because of some of the
please fill
penalties
me
he
in.
took. I think they didn't like the penalties he took, and that's why they. But
He's only
again, I
taken
would.
3 penalties this year, though.
I get it. It's a knee-jerk reaction. It happens a lot. It happens all the time. You see it when someone gets penalized in a couple of games in a row, they immediately trade his ass. You know, it happens a lot.
Hey, for any of our viewers that maybe are just watching us and not watching the game, current shot count: Calgary 11, Flyers 9 on the
Penalty on the Flames again.
face-offs 12-8 in favor of the Flyers, and hits 8-3 in favor of Calgary. That's got to turn around.
That's turn around.
And also the Flames are going to get penalized again. So another call on the Flames. They better take advantage of this because that's 3 penalties now that the Flames have been called for, and you've only been called on 1. You've got to start taking advantage of teams' mistakes. And Tkachuk's getting called probably. What did you call that? Interference or roughing? Maybe cross-check.
Yeah. Second attempt right there.
Yeah, Chris, I'm with you. You definitely could have traded him and gotten something for sure. He's a younger player. I believe he's only 24, 25. I mean, he was a blue-collar player. No, you weren't going to get a ton of points out of him. But he's a blue-collar player. He was not afraid to get dirty in the corners. He wasn't afraid to lay a hit when he needed to. He's a good blue-collar, hard-working player. Yeah. Third, fourth liner.
Right. So the Flyers on the power play now. Let's see what we can do here. Hopefully the Flyers can tie this game up here, take advantage of Flames' mistake.
Flyers 5-1 on blocked shots. That's good to see.
Matthew Tkachuk doing Matthew Tkachuk things.
Yeah. And that one covered on the boards. Passes that one around to Couturier. Couturier passes it back to the point. And a terrible pass. Almost turned it over. Luckily kept it. Konechny's got it. And a pass play from in. God damn it. Van Riemsdyk couldn't get his stick on it.
Are you watching on your laptop?
No, I'm actually watching it on television. And there. Oh. Konechny had it.
I can see your nose hairs now.
There's been too much perimeter passing.
Yeah. Is it just... By the way, on an off note, Markstrom's goalie helmet is fucking badass. Just wanted to state that because it is.
True story.
Ooh, that was a good chance by Couturier there.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, well.
I'm still 3 minutes behind you guys.
And Van Riemsdyk had a tip-in chance that Markstrom was able to save, and he froze the puck. Right now, about to be 1 minute.
They're giving you opportunities to take the puck in a little bit.
Oh, come on. Brassard couldn't handle that because Markstrom poke checked.
Markstrom's playing the way he was in Vancouver. It's been pretty impressive.
Hayes. Provy's got it now.
Van Riemsdyk.
Back to Hayes. And he tried to fucking pass the puck through the slot, and it got turned over for a 2-on-1. And save by Hart. Thank God Hart's on his game. Jesus.
I think Atkinson is playing tonight there, Ted. He's just not anywhere to be found right now.
I agree. That was a shitty fucking pass by Hayes here. What the fuck was he thinking?
I will give you this, Batty, in regards back to the poll. This play and that 2-on-1 that they gave up on the power play over the weekend, that's when you're relying on your goaltender too much.
Yeah.
He that wasn't the best play that he probably could have come up with. I think if he had been a little bit more patient, he could have had Atkinson on the far side. But Atkinson had nobody near him.
Yes.
I don't blame him for going about it. I think he just rushed the pass or tried to force the pass a little too much. Because he had the defenseman right there. I think it looked like it was Blake Coleman. But forced pass. That's kind of been the story of the first period. Sloppy play and forced passes.
If the power play keeps this up, they're really going to need to rein Michel Therrien in, and they're going to have to start really hammering on his ass because this is just continuous bullshit that they keep on doing every fucking power play, and they don't get results. It's not
play by Farabee.
Yeah, Farabee did work hard to keep that puck. Play behind the net. Hayes lost it, and he was outmanned though. And the Flames tossed that one through. Doesn't look like they're going to gain the Flyers blue line, though, because of a bunch up at the bench at least. so the Flyers can reset. With the last minute of play in the first period coming up and 3 blown power play opportunities, yes, the Flyers are back to doing what they love to do best, and that's not taking advantage of the man
That was
advantage.
a nice little move by Farabee.
And Hayes,
Wasn't it?
or sorry, not Hayes.
That's a little deke around. Chris, I'm with you, bro. I want Hazy back from 2 years ago, too. Keep in mind, 2 games into the season, into his
That's
season.
true. And
A little bit of time. A little bit of time. He's already got a point. He had a point in his return in Dallas. So let's give it a little bit of time here.
That's true. Him and Ellis both had that. Unfortunately, Ellis is re-injured again. But, you know, it is what it is. At least you get Hayes back. Hopefully he'll be worth the big money salary that we're paying him.
Ooh, that was a good chance there. McEwen to Nate Thompson.
Yeah,
Yep.
man. McEwen, man, he's becoming one of my favorites.
I like that
He's
hustle
his
from
weight,
him.
though. He's got to hit a little bit more. Him
Yeah.
and Nate.
Yeah, but I do I like the hustle, though. The hustle's there.
38. Is that Brown? Is that Connor Brown?
Yeah.
Yes, I believe that's Patrick Brown.
Patrick Brown. Is it Patrick or Connor?
Patrick Brown. Yeah.
I don't know why I thought Connor. Maybe Connor's the one up in Ottawa.
Yeah, I believe so. See, that's the problem with common names. Like Smith. There's like 20,000 Smiths. It's like,
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like I don't think it was a great period by any stretch of the imagination, but I don't think it was a terrible period. I thought defensively they looked okay.
Right.
Gave them a lot of outside chances. I mean, the only shot that they scored on was a deflection, and you know they're wild cards. You don't know where they're going. Most of the saves on a deflection are lucky saves because you're already going in that direction anyway.
That's true.
But I mean, they're giving up a lot of shots, but they're not giving up good quality shots. They're giving up some. They've had a couple, but Flyers are doing a good job of staying out of the box. They've only had the one power play, giving up the one power play, and albeit sloppy play in the offensive zone is really what's keeping this game at a 1-0, at a 1-0 score. But
and Jesse
it could definitely have been a
saying,
better first period.
Jesse saying Sean McEwen looks like he should be in the Allman Brothers band.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Again, mustaches
I like
roll. November, baby.
November, baby.
And Chris saying, not a good period. 3 penalties helped us a bit, but poor power play. I will say this. If the Flyers,
Well, it wasn't a terrible period.
if their second period, see, this is the problem, though. Their second period is so brutal. This first period could come back to bite us in the ass. So here's hoping the Flyers buck that trend in the second period and have a good one. There's hopefully on that one.
They've been turning that around past couple games. They've actually been showing better efforts in the second period. And I'm not surprised that Calgary comes out of this first period with the lead. I think they are number 1 in the NHL in terms of goal differential in the first period. So this has been their period. And if you're able to withstand that, only giving up the one cheapo deflection off your own guy, they're in it to win it. Let's go. Let's go. Come on.
Don Vito, I agree. Pro V should be quarterbacking this power play period. No doubts about it. No ifs, ands, or buts. I like Yandel. Yandel's a good offensive-minded-ish defenseman, but he shouldn't be on the power play right now. I completely agree. Hi, Maple Leafs media.
I honestly think the only reason why he is because Ellis is out. In my opinion, I think that's the only reason why.
I mean, you have other options. You do.
do.
Put Provorov back there. You can put Ristolainen back there. Ristolainen has a wicked shot. You could try him back there, see what happens. And, yeah, I mean, the Flames did defend really well in that first period. I mean, I'm not going to sit here in front. I think Calgary's where they are.
Chris, Bobby Clark moves better than JVR right now.
Did he play in that alumni game? Bobby Clark played in that, right?
No, Bobby did not play in the alumni game.
But, yeah, I mean, like, this Calgary team, we already know what they are. Like, their identity is already pretty much set. Are they playing a little – I think they're overachieving a little bit, personally. But they're playing really well right now, especially against the Metro Division, undefeated against the Metro. You know, they beat the Flyers 4-0. Markstrom is back to the goaltender that he was before he left Vancouver. So, I mean, it was a bit of a rough first period for the Flyers. I mean, like I said, I think there was a lot of sloppy play in the offensive zone. I just think they need to settle down a little bit. The feeling process is over. Now you have to attack. Now you have to get a little more aggressive on the forecheck. You got to make sure you're winning puck battles on the boards. I mean, if anybody that's watching the Flyers broadcast at all, one of the keys to the game was what? Winning the board battles. Because that's something that Calgary is incredibly good at, and that's why they're winning games.
Ted, I'm not writing off the second period. I said at the end of that little comment, I said hopefully the Flyers can buck the trend. I'm not writing it off. I threw in the little hopefully everything's going to go well. I didn't write it off immediately. I'm going to be here for the second period. If I really wrote off the second period, I would have turned it off.
I miss her. The
Taryn
only bad thing
Hatcher.
about living down here is I don't get Taryn Hatcher. Although I do get Abby Labar. I mean, Abby Labar's not bad, but she's no Taryn Hatcher.
And they say Flyers need Mark Recchi back. They need a lot of people back.
You need a Mark Recchi style player, absolutely. Absolutely.
Hey, what's up, Tom?
Turn off what? What are we turning off?
No. It was a response because Ted had said I was writing off the second period. I wasn't. If I was writing off the second period, I would turn it off and not watch the second period. I'm not writing it off.
Turn off gate.
I
heard turn off gate. Damien, our boy from down under. Damien, how you doing, buddy?
What's going on, brother? Hopefully everything's going on well down there.
Hopefully everybody's staying safe down there. We got our Ducks playing really well, Damien. Going for 8 in a row tonight against Washington.
Yeah. Greg saying, what up, fellas? Absolutely. Hashtag agree to the poll. Thankfully, those two are playing well.
They are playing well. And I thought Carter Hart had a pretty good first period minus that deflection.
Yeah.
Not a whole ton you can do about it.
Yeah.
Like I said, they're wild cards when they get deflected. They're either going to go right into your chest or they're going to find your 5-hole. This one actually veered off to the left a little bit. But I will say this. He's putting himself in good positions out there, something he failed to do last year, putting himself in positions not just, like I was saying earlier, for the initial saves, but the secondary and the third chances. But the one thing the Flyers defense I thought has done pretty well so far is not giving up secondary chances. And I think Carter Hart's doing a very good job of that as well. So there's some plus sides to this first period. Like I said, they just have to clean up in the offensive zone, get some better chances, and figure out a way to find some finish against this Calgary team. You can't afford to get shut out by them again, like you did when you're on the Western Canada trip.
Yeah. Don Vito saying Michelle Tarrant has to go for sure. Don't put Farabee on D during the power play. That's
I don't one either.
Yeah, I don't understand why they were gambling like that, especially in a game they had the lead in too. And
especially a young, fast player that has a wicked wrist shot. Put him back on the wing where he belongs.
Yeah.
If you want to put anybody back there, put a centerman back there.
Yes.
Don't put one of your scoring wingers on the back end.
And a primarily two-way player would be a more preferable choice if you're going to do that. Yeah. And Damian Price saying yes, 8 in a row. He also says we're on lockdown here. Oh, that sucks, man.
No, he's out. Out of lockdown.
Oh, sorry. We're out of lockdown. Awesome, dude. Hopefully it stays that way. Jesse saying Flyers need to just throw as many pucks to the net until the scoring slump leaves. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. No cute passes. Open shot. Shoot it.
And that's something that they do. Like Calgary's already given them they've backed off to play the pass because they know this is what the Flyers are known for. Yep. So, they're backing off the offenseman with the puck, and then they go after the trailer because they know that's probably what's going to happen. And they still pass the puck. It just makes no sense to me on why they do that and not shoot more. That's the downside of not having a shoot-first style player.
Absolutely. And Don saying Flyers need shooters. I would like to see Max Willman called back up. And then he also, Damian Price goes on to say, get Slop to get his 1,000 points tonight.
Let's go. 15 games in a row for Troy Terry, too. Let's go.
All right, gentlemen. So we are in the first period intermission, and it is time for us to put that sponsor in. So intermission sponsor, Gleason's Bar, which is located in Levittown, PA. If you're ever in the Levittown, PA area, it's at 6700 Mill Creek Ave. And you can use the promo code A2D for 10% off of your order whenever you dine in, takeout, or online at Gleason'sBarandSteaks.com. Some good food there. Check them out.
Yeah. Jake Friel raves about that place. One of the places that he loves to go to. So definitely check them out. Gleason's Bar, Levittown, PA. Check them out.
All right, then. So, gents, let's talk about A couple of topics around the NHL that I saw. First off, congratulations to Dion Phaneuf, who officially retired. I don't think he was playing in the NHL, but he was playing, I believe, overseas. He had 14 years in the NHL, most of that with the Maple Leafs. He did have some years with Calgary. So congrats to him on a strong career, and good luck to him with his retirement.
He'll be just fine with Alicia Cuthbert.
Yeah. Joe's like, suck it, Phaneuf.
She looks better now than she did when she did The Girl Next Door, and she looked phenomenal in that movie.
That's a bold statement. I'm not saying I disagree.
Then is it that bold?
Well, because to say that, she was absolutely smoking in that movie, 24 as well. But yeah, I agree with you because that's my taste. I like hot moms now, you know what I mean?
Oh, she's total MILF.
Yeah, you know what I mean? A little older myself, so, it's taste change or what have you. So that's why I agree with you. I still think it's a bold statement, but I like it. But no, Phaneuf, good player in this league. I don't even want to present this argument because I don't think so. But do you think he has any shot at Hall of Fame?
No, I don't think so. He was a solid player for a period of time, but I don't think any numbers jump out at me as, Hall of Fame. Yeah, I do believe he does have a Norris, though. I think he did win the Norris Trophy once.
I think he won it a couple of times with Toronto.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, Anthony Char didn't retire. He's playing for the Islanders.
And there is rumors going around maybe it will be his last season, but then again, the same thing with Washington, but we'll see.
Well, it'll be interesting to see. I think they're announcing the Hall of Fame class soon.
Oh, they already did.
They did? Did they?
They did.
I thought there was still some debate on whether the Sedin twins were going to be on that ballot.
I meant to actually bring that up earlier. So they did. I think they're eligible next year. Yeah. But as far as I know, it's Jarome Iginla and Marian Hossa headlining the Hall of Fame inductees.
Right.
Two good guys that obviously deserve it. One, absolutely. I wish I got to see him win a cup, which was Jarome Iginla. I have his jersey hanging in my closet.
That was a shame.
Best African-American player to ever play the game.
Oh, yeah, by far.
Awesome guy, awesome player. Just a shame he never won. He never won.
And he got a chance to, play with Grant Fuhr. Before he came into the league, Grant Fuhr would have been considered the best African-American player before him, as goaltender when that 1 year he played for the Flames. But, it's a shame he couldn't win that cup. I was really hoping the Flames would have won that cup in 2004, but unfortunately it didn't happen, sadly. But Dash Selke says, I would like to see more Scott Laughton this period. Hey, every single period is improved with the presence of Superman. So I totally agree with you on that. He also agrees to the poll question.
Did he really never win one? I could have sworn he won one.
Oh, then he doesn't have a Norris. I thought he did. I could have swore he did. But anyway, maybe he doesn't.
It was second. The year I was thinking was 07-08. He finished second.
05-06, he has the Art Ross.
He has the Art Ross. Okay. All right.
He was a one-time All-Star. That's it. Yeah, he's definitely not getting in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I remember he was on the cover of one of the NHLs one time when he was playing for the Flames, but I think that's the most significant thing he did besides the Art Ross.
05-06, he got the Art Ross.
I think we established what the most significant thing he's done.
Oh yeah, good point. Yeah, good point.
Outside of leaving Calgary and going to Toronto, his numbers dropped off immensely. Only breaking 30 points four times in his career since leaving Calgary. He definitely had his best. 49 points, 50 points, 60 points, 47, 32, 22, and 10 after getting traded from Calgary to Toronto. Plus minus. After leaving Calgary, he was always a minus.
Yeah, so yeah. Benny said, do you mean Avery's sloppy seconds?
Listen, I don't care if she's Sean Avery's sloppy seconds. I'll be her sloppy 100th. I don't care. Have you seen her? Have you seen her, Benny? I don't care. I don't care if she's coming straight out of the sewer and lived there for 3.5 years and never showered. I would still hit it.
He was a Senator and a King. I forgot he played for those teams. It must have been at the end.
He was a Senator and a King, too. He played for the Senators for a few years before going and finishing his career with the Kings. I
got you. Okay. But, yeah.
No, we're talking about FNUF, Jesse.
Yeah. Not Chara. Although Chara will be a Hall of Famer when he retires. But anyway.
Taylor saying go Cowboys.
Rob, comment?
I don't like it. I don't like
He's
it.
not wrong.
I don't like it.
Anyway. All right. So, gentlemen.
To the Broncos.
Let's talk about
pretty bad too.
A little bit of a situation popping up here. Speaking of the Senators unfortunately had to postpone about 3 games due to a COVID outbreak. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up, we already know what the cause of it was, but this could have implications if this happens again. If we start seeing maybe 1 or 2 teams possibly suffer through COVID. The reason why is because while the Olympic break is baked into the schedule of the NHL, there is a grace period where the NHL could say, we're not going to the Olympics. Around December-ish time, and I forget the exact date, that cutoff happens and they have no choice but to go to the Olympics, no matter what happens. But there is a grace period. We're not there yet. So just a little something, a little food for thought, a little interesting divot of information that the NHL could possibly withdraw from the Olympics if we get more of these postponements and those games are filled in with those 2 weeks that they have off on the schedule right now.
Is that really this year?
Yeah.
Really are this year? Did we just do the summer?
Yeah, but because of the outbreak, now we're going right into the Winter Olympics coming up.
Jeez Louise.
I mean, there's already controversy surrounding the Beijing Winter Olympics anyway because of the fact that, politics, but we're not here to talk about those kind of things. Anyway, so just something to throw out there for anyone that there is a slight possibility that maybe the NHL doesn't show up in the Olympics if this continues to be a thing.
I mean, if things keep going the way they're going right now, maybe we don't see the Olympics again this year. Maybe we see the winter ones next year.
Maybe. I mean, if things are bad in China, maybe they do postpone the Olympics and it doesn't happen anyway.
Wow, they got Scotty Upshaw to play in this game and Donald Brashear. Oh,
they did.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Riley Cote and Donald Brashear actually worked together to get the first goal of the night. Now it's like a duo. Be like, holy shit.
Who's wearing 55?
I think it was Schultz.
Shel Samuelson?
Oh, Shel Samuelson was playing, yes.
Wait, Nicky Schultz played in that game too?
Yeah, Schultz played. Yep.
Oh, wow.
Danny B.
Yeah, he's a great dude, Nick Schultz.
Didn't you meet him, right?
I've met him a few times. I've had a couple conversations with him when I was working over at Pure Hockey. Yeah, he does look rough, and he doesn't look like he's aged well. Although I think he's a boxing trainer now, right? I think I heard that right.
I wouldn't be surprised.
He's training boxers or something like that. He's a boxer now. I don't know, something along those lines.
But also, we should give Brashear a break. For one thing, the man was an animal. But secondly, on top of it too, he did openly admit he kind of was abusing when he was playing. So it's going to catch up to you at some point.
Yeah, for sure.
But second period about to get started. We look at JVR with his mustache and Giroux with his full beard. I wonder if Giroux will get so pissed off at someone he'll break out in French tonight. Because We've seen him do it a few times, and it's always funny when it happens.
He probably already has.
Yeah.
All right, better second period. Like I said, my key to this second period here is just being aggressive on the forecheck, creating opportunities, turning pucks over. Just shoot. Put the puck on net. That's all you got to do. Just put the puck on net.
Absolutely.
Good things happen. You never know what's going to happen. And, stop going for the pretty play. Maybe get the dirty goal.
And Mike McIntyre saying, were Lindros and Leclerc at this? Yes, they were. They were there.
They were playing against each other too, I believe, right?
No, they were on the same team. They had 2/3 of the Legion of Doom line. I believe it was on the Holmgren team that they were playing for. They were
Oh,
playing.
for sure, for sure. Yeah, Mike, appreciate the comment. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, guys. Let's go. Do something great today. Hit those notifications. You'll never miss a show. You can always do our live reactions with us, comment in with us. We always talk hockey, always talking Flyers. Let's go.
Absolutely. And Jesse saying Flyers could use a guy like number 48. Oh, yeah, you're not lying. Briere was always ready for that clutch goal when it mattered. Oh, great chance there. Flyers had an open chance in the slot, but fortunately Markstrom was square to Provy and made the save.
They need to get that guy going too.
Yeah.
He had a great opportunity in the first period. He angled the stick a little too much.
Yeah. I would feel like if he one times that, maybe he could get it through the 5-hole. Maybe. Markstrom was in good position there, so it's a good possibility it doesn't go through anyway. But I'd say blast it as soon as you get it. You know? No, the Provy chance. The Provy chance.
I was talking about, I just saw that chance. I was talking about the Provy opportunity or the TK opportunity in the first period.
Oh, okay. Okay, got you. And that one goes to the corner. TK does outwork and does manage to get that puck. So there you go. And the puck hops up over the stick.
Yeah,
don't you hate it when that happens?
I think he had the right idea. I just don't think he had the puck right on his blade.
Yeah.
Because he had a lot of space on the glove side. He had a lot of space on the glove side. So
yeah,
I think that's why he was trying to go with it.
Yeah, it's a shame. You know, if he was able to do a one-time blast, probably could have gotten that to go. But unfortunately, he just didn't, like you were saying, he didn't have it. And is that going to get called? That's going to get called. God damn it. Undisciplined play there. Fuck. Brassard's going to the box. God damn it. Or no, it's Superman. Never mind. Unfortunately, he found his kryptonite.
I was just about to praise you. What kind of play is that?
Cross check right to the back.
Yeah,
right in front of the ref. I get Mangiapane was stepping into his area of the face-off, but it's like, come on, man. Don't allow the refs to take a chance.
Come on. That's something they are definitely cracking down on is cross-checking. Even, like, come on. That's something that's been going on all year. They've been calling less than that.
They have been.
They're cracking down on it. If you even make any kind of gesture that winds up going this way, doesn't matter if you use your hands or whatever, it's going to get called.
I'm surprised we're even still seeing this. I'm surprised that some players are still doing it. I get it that there is a way to do it without it being a cross-check, but I'm surprised players are even taking the chance.
Yeah, I mean, that was definitely a bonehead move.
Racing back.
Oh, thank God. Woo! And he is not happy about that. I forgot who just had that puck there for the Flames, but he was pissed. He had a golden opportunity to score on Hart, and he botched it royally.
Incorporate the spirit. That's right, Jesse. I'm with you, Mike. Leclerc first. He was a Canadian second and a Penguin third. He was only a Penguin for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, he was only on it from that one season, and then that was pretty much it for his career.
It was weird seeing him in a Penguins jersey, though.
Yeah. I think, didn't you say he only scored once when he was on the Penguins anyway?
He had a couple goals. I don't think he had more than 5.
That was Tkachuk. Oh, Tkachuk is going to – if the Flyers win this game, he is going to be pissed at himself for that one because he had a golden chance against Hart, and the puck just flipped up off of his stick and hit his skate.
Good defensive play there.
Flyers got a bit of a luck there. Very, very lucky that they didn't get scored on either.
Johnny's speed is probably the biggest selling point for me for him, but everybody's talking about this kid like he's a 50-goal scorer.
He hasn't been, but a lot of that I think is due to some injury problems he did have to deal with as well. Oh, good God, hit the post rebound, and Hart still has it. Yes, thank you for jumping on that. Touch the goalie, you get your ass kicked. And, of course, it was Lucic. What a shock. Lucic is one of the biggest pieces of garbage in the league today. So,
I mean, Hart's looked pretty good. I mean, this defense is helping a bit. They just need to clean up on the offense, and they need to stay. Well, fortunately, they've been out of the box for the most part so far early on. Bad play there by Atkinson. He should have just dumped it in.
Yeah. Good save, though, by Hart on Mangiapane. They raced for it, and then everybody immediately raced on in to protect Hart as that play was being pressed on in. Ref finally blew the
Lucic fighting
whistle.
off 2 guys. I love it. He literally went, all right, let's break you 2 up.
Hey, Moira.
Oh, what's up?
Saying, yes, gentlemen, good evening. And Selkie saying, I cursed a lot.
Hey, still very early in the second period here, so
That is true.
you can still get that goal.
Yes. And
Ooh,
Flames still have it,
almost off
working
the
it
inside
back
of
to
the
the
post,
point.
too.
Shot saved by Hart. Gets the rebound. Good job, Hart. Just going to make sure that the play dies down after Gaudreau's chance.
They're really not allowing that much pressure on for the Flames to really. They're getting the initial shots off, and they're getting some decent chances off of them, but they're not really giving up anything secondary, which I think has been huge for the penalty kill so far. And why they're having I don't want to say a ton of success, but they're having more success than last year, is because the defensemen aren't giving up these second chances. Hart and Marty Jones aren't giving up these secondary chances. They're hitting the padding where they pretty much die down. So they're hitting the soft spot in the padding, and instead of it bouncing off, like if it would hit one of the harder
and that's going to get called. Are you kidding me right now? That's going to get called. That better be offsetting. Is that going to be on Logan?
The penalty shot, Maddie.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. I'm reading the signal wrong.
I thought he was pointing to center ice. I could be wrong.
This is why I hate being behind.
No, but I think you are right. I think it is a penalty shot because Lawton did come out on the break, and then, he got held up by Anderson. And that's why,
Yeah, that's a penalty shot. I just got it.
Yeah. Sorry, misread that.
All right, Selkie, here's your chance.
Superman has a chance to make up.
Don't you say a word, Maddie. Don't you say a word. Don't you say – none of you in the comments say a word. I'll let you know. None of you. Because I want to see this. I don't want reactions. Maddie, shut up.
I didn't say anything.
Your reaction. Yeah, he didn't even allow him to take that shot.
Stack the pads.
Oh. Cameron Lee, what's up? Saying go Flames.
Welcome. Chris saying very productible, and I feel like that is a pun on purpose for one Mr. Daly. But
I thought Lawton made a good move. I think just Markstrom did a good job waiting for him to make the first move. You know, like in D3. I know Broder's not here to really take this, but Markstrom made Lawton make the first move, and he made his adjustment based on what he said.
Son of a bitch! Great chance for Brassard. He shot it wide. Oh,
I got robbed so far away from the camera, and then Maddie's all up in your face.
Trevor saying hi. What's going on, Trevor? Welcome.
Trevor, what's going on? Welcome to the show.
Honestly, Chris, I would not have wanted to have the power play. With the way that these guys have played on the power play, it's a good thing they gave us the penalty shot. We had actually a better shot of scoring there.
It wasn't a bad move by Lawton. Markstrom just read it the entire way. He made Lawton make the first move instead of Lawton making him make the first move.
Yeah.
He was just patient. So
stoppage in play and another pile up. Gotta love it when these happen. Although, remember back in the day when we had a pileup, usually 2 guys would break off and then the fists would just start going. You'd be like, oh my God. Bloodbath. People's ears and shit getting ripped off. Thrown to the ice. Although, sometimes back in the day, you'd have the jersey. People would take the jersey off on purpose so, they couldn't have the jersey thrown over them. By the way, Adidas does include the fight strap when they sell you the jersey because of that reason.
They all do. I am wearing a Reebok one that has a fight strap.
I do love that, though, when they include the fight straps. Like, what, do they really think we're getting into a lot of hockey fights, I guess?
Oh, maybe they didn't include the fight strap in this one. All my other ones have it.
I don't remember. My Reebok didn't. But then again, I don't know. Reebok was a while ago, honestly. It really was.
I'll take this guy here for a second.
Yeah. Flames.
Gee,
trying to
I
get
wonder
to
who
fighting.
this is. Gee, surprise. Anyway, yeah,
And
I mean,
I
the
see.
Adidas ones when they sell them the authentic, still get the fight strap. Love the fight strap, honestly. You get a penalty now if you don't have the fight strap taken down. Did you know that?
Yes, you're not allowed to. You have to have the fight strap hooked up because if you take your jersey off and you fight with that, that's like an immediate like, dude, why didn't you have the fight strap on?
Well, that's the whole point of it is to keep you from. It's to keep players safe when they're fighting.
True. Well, yeah, it was all because back in the 80s, certain players would like to take their jerseys off so they couldn't get the jersey pulled over them in a fight. Figured, I don't care, I'll fight shirtless. I don't give a shit.
Oh my God, he really does look like he does belong in the Allman Brothers. I mean, I'm gonna say this, and I haven't seen it yet. We're almost 5 minutes where I am in my stream.
About that for us too.
And I'm not seeing much difference in the offensive side of the puck. I mean, defense is still playing a pretty solid game.
Yeah, this is really becoming a very annoying situation here because the Flyers are having such a hard time getting their offense going, and it's like you wonder why I threw the poll question up the way I did. It's like this offense has to get its legs moving. They got to adjust better than this because they're not really adjusting. They're still doing the same fucking dump and chase, and they're getting outmanned every time. It's like, fucking adjust. Adjust.
They
Seriously.
aren't as fast. They're not as fast as Calgary. Calgary is one of the fastest teams in the league. They have one of the fastest skaters in the league, in Johnny. They're forcing the play. They're trying to get themselves back into this game, and they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination, but they're forcing plays. They were forcing plays in the first period. They're forcing plays now. They're not getting in clean enough, and they're not.
Oh, wide open chance, and they didn't call the trip. Thank you very much, ref, for not calling that.
Kevin Hayes needs to get that beard back.
He scores! Yes! Hazy gets a rebound chance.
Pointing up to Jimmy.
Yes, love it. Love it. That's what I'm talking about. All right.
Trevor just got tied.
Yep. Jose and Hayes, baby. That's what we're talking about. That's why we're paying you all that money, Hazy, to be doing shit like that. That's what we're talking about.
That's not true. They're paying him for a couple different reasons, but that's one of them.
And he got another chance. He was going to originally pass the puck to Farabee, but then Anderson blocked the pass. It comes right back onto the tape of Hayes. Markstrom's out of position. Wide open goal. Hayes says, "Thank you very much. Let me just put that into a wide open net." And we got ourselves a 1-1 hockey game.
I like Anderson. He's such a good defenseman.
He is.
I mean, they were never out of it.
No, they were never out of it. It's just we were worried because the offensive legs weren't going. But hey, that one little mistake from the Flames and the Flyers taking advantage of it. Maybe the Flyers can get going now, get a little fire lit under their ass here. No, I didn't mean that to be a pun.
1-1, Trevor. See, that's the downfall of blocking shots and getting in passing lanes. As good as it is, as much as you help the goaltender.
Save Hart. Sorry, Brian.
As much as they're as they help the goaltender, you get that bounce back every once in a while. You get a little bit of puck luck to go against you, and it goes back to the shooter while Markstrom is continuing to still go off to the side, and it leaves a wide open net.
Yeah.
Not yet, Ted. They're not playing yet. They play at 10 o'clock. They're on home ice against the Washington Capitals. But they're on a 7-game win streak. They're a point out of first place in the Pacific Division.
Yeah, there was going to be a great glove save by Hart. There was a bit of a fight between McEwen slapping his stick onto the board.
Ooh,
and Chris pointing out, nice work by Risto. Braun's in the box. I think, is it offsetting? Yeah, it's offsetting. Tkachuk and him are both getting called for roughing, so it's going to be 4-on-4. I'm not surprised by that.
That was a nice save by Hart. Flashing the leather.
Yes, it was. Ted protecting Hart. See, he's right.
They have to.
Yeah, you got to protect your goalie. By the way, Hart's mask AC/DC themed. badass.
It doesn't look like he was so much protecting Hart as he was protecting whoever the player that Tkachuk knocked down. I didn't see who that was because he went right over to Tkachuk, who was standing over the player. And yeah, I didn't see who it was, but that was more protecting, standing up for his teammates than it was Hartsey. But I'm with you. I'm with you 100%. So don't get it. Don't take what I'm saying the wrong way. But
let's see here. Here comes
Caps. I think Edmonton's losing.
Flames with a chance. Mangiapane shoots that in. Hart makes the save, swatted it away with his paddle, but the Flames got to it. Oh my God! Oof! Thank God he did not get all of that, and luckily Hart was able to take care of that.
He was in position. He would have gotten it.
That's a good point. This is Hart we're talking about. Yeah. This is Hart. We know what he's capable of. Oh, big chance here for the Flyers. Save, rebound. Markstrom, no goal. Damn. Markstrom stood up, and the puck was in the blue paint, but it just went back behind the net.
These guys are just faster. I'm going to do a scoring update real quick. All right, so real quick, we got at the end of the second period, we got a 1-0 Maple Leafs lead over the Predators. We got the Panthers really taking it to the Islanders by a score of 5-1. In the early stages of the third period, Rangers up 3-1 on the Canadiens. Penguins are losing 2-0 to the Buffalo Sabres.
Yeah.
Coyotes and Blues tied up at 1. The Sharks are up 2-0 on the Wild at the end of the first.
That's what I'm talking
Jets,
about.
This is a big game for me. Jets are 1-0 right now on the Edmonton early stages second period. Stars up 1-0 on the Red Wings in the middle stages of the first. And then you have the Ottawa Senators and the Devils have been postponed due to COVID. And then you have the Carolina Hurricanes playing at 10 o'clock against the Vegas Golden Knights out in Vegas. And we also have the Ducks and Capitals, like I stated earlier, going off at 10 o'clock out in Anaheim.
Yep, and right now, still tied at 1. The 4-on-4 play just ended. Both Braun and I believe it was.
That was a good chance there.
Was it Braun and Tkachuk, I think, that were in the box?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're both back out on the ice now. So here we go. Oh, Flyers got a chance here. Racing on in. Big hit there. Big cutoff by the Flames. It was the only Flyer down there anyway. It's a shame nobody was there with them, but it is what it is. It was a change. Flames with a shot. Save made by Hart.
I don't understand why Yandel, we're at the point where I'm at, would just skate in so slowly.
Yeah. So far, and Trevor saying this is a good game.
I got an opportunity here for Farabee. Gets bumped off the puck.
Yeah, Farabee got bumped off with a really good defensive play from the Flames there.
Drop down to Gaudreau to shot right into the basket.
All right, so
I'm at a break now. What's going on, guys? What are we doing here?
So while you're on break, hold on a second. I'll be right back, Brian. I gotta, Brian. I'll be right back. Gotta take a leak.
Intermission break.
I guess he doesn't have the pee bag like you do, or maybe I do. Am I the only one? Pee bag? Pee bag? No. All right. I guess I'm the only one.
Might be just you, bro.
Might be. Definitely repping some PA today. Little.
Nice.
Little
Yeah, I didn't get out to the liquor store, unfortunately.
What are you thinking, Rob? What are you thinking about this second period so far?
I like that it's more of a stronger effort. Seeing more control time in the offensive zone is good to see. Where you have it's taking fine defensive plays by the Calgary Flames to combat some of the moves that they're putting on net. I think they got to get more shots on goal. I think Jesse said it earlier, just simple shots on goal, get it in the problem areas, get garbage goals. We saw on Hazy there kind of a fortuitous bounce back to him, that kind of shit. Hockey, we all know this, guys. It's such a sport of momentum and confidence. And all you need is that one thing to spur, and you can take a game 180 degrees. That's why you got to love the sport. Why it makes it hard to analyze. And God bless that little patch there. Jimmy number 10 on the back of Hazy's helmet. That's awesome.
Love it.
That's awesome.
Ted, I don't think anybody has that starter jacket anymore. I don't even know where the Flyers pulled that out of. But yeah, I mean, I don't have it. I don't know about Robbie or Maddie, but Robbie, you had to have had that starter jacket at some point.
Oh, for sure, dude. All my teams. Now they've gone by the wayside because I wore the hell out of them. But yeah, right now Hart is, I think, was the last recipient of that. I don't think they awarded one out after the Dallas game.
Yes, sir. Benny, yeah, I agree. Maddie does have to hold that. He needs to stop being a little girl.
What?
I was hoping that was going to happen. Yes, Selke, definitely. I thought even last year when he struggled a little bit that they still had a number one goalie in Carter Hart. It's a little bit of a sophomore slump, I think. 4-on-4 was wide open, absolutely. Cameron Lee, welcome to the show. That goal for the Flyers shouldn't have been one.
I don't understand, but I think that's the Flames fan.
No, I think I know what he's saying. I think I know what he's saying. It was I will sit here and I will say that goal was puck luck.
Yeah.
They got the bounce to go their way.
Oh yeah. But hey, listen, it's about time. There's been some bad bounces that have gone against the Flyers. Good time to see one go for us. And now Konechny's got the puck. I took a shot, but it deflected wide. And
Selke, I think the Eagles could. I mean, if you look at the rest of the schedule, I don't think they face a winning team. I think the team that they play with, oh, no, they got to play the Cowboys, so that's one winning team. But I think everybody else is like 3 wins, 2 wins, 4 wins. They have to build off of that win against the Broncos and have to continue to keep pressing forward and creating some kind of chemistry. And I think this Hurts and Sirianni just need to continue growing together. The defense really needs to step up like they have been.
So Sanheim gets the puck back in the defensive zone. They do get it out, but the Flames recover it in the neutral zone. Flyers do get a turnover, though.
Flyers are pressuring a little bit more here.
Yeah,
they
are cutting off passes in the neutral zone, as we just saw right there. That's winning hockey.
Yep.
Boom again.
Good play right there, messing up a play that the Flames were trying to form.
They definitely have some momentum on their side right now. After
Absolutely.
that goal, that was a big goal.
Absolutely,
They're humming, boys. They're humming.
Yep.
McEwen.
McEwen now, although Van Riemsdyk got knocked off the puck. Luckily, though, they did recover it. Thompson tried to get that away. Shit, that's going to go into the neutral zone. All right. There's a penalty coming up, and it's on the Flames?
Flyers.
Oh, it's on the Flyers. Oh.
Thought he was pointing to McEwen.
He flies, McEwen. He's faster skater than I thought he would be for a big guy. He's a bigger guy too.
Yeah. Okay.
I want to see Nate Dogg win. I want to see Nate Dogg lay somebody out.
No.
You need to get physical.
Oh, okay. I guess it was just offsides. Never mind.
Oh, he's pointing outside the blue line. That's where the
Ooh. Provy, babe. Do not mishandle the puck right in front of Hart like that. Ooh.
Again, though, showing that mental sharpness that we didn't see from Hart last year. He was really affected by the COVID shutdown. You could tell things are opening up now. He's playing. He's not so much in his head. He's always in good positions, i.e.
Oh, for sure. Oh yeah, that was not a bad play. That was not a good play by Provorov.
Yeah. A little scary, to say the least.
Nasty Nate, Ted. Nasty Nate.
Yep, Uncle Thompson.
There you go, Roscoe. JVR to the Coyotes. That's exactly the type of move that they would make.
I'm not against it. JVR on the fourth line now. Jesse.
Yeah, I saw that before. I wasn't sure if that was shifted or there was an incomplete line change. That would be a rather, he started this game on the number one line to get bumped down to the fourth. That's harsh.
Yeah.
He needs to get his ass. He needs to get his ass on fire there. Light his ass on fire. I forget what the phrase is.
Light a fire under his ass.
I've had a long week. Light a fire under his ass. Get him going. Get him to score some goals. He's making $7.5 million. He should be scoring 30 goals a year at least. Should be, and he has in the past doing what he does. But
I think
Whatever. What are you gonna do?
I think Roscoe also says something very logical here. He says Milan Lucic is a Chris Pronger wannabe, and I don't even think he remotely comes close to that.
Nah. He's not even close to Chris Pronger. Those who haven't, go back in our archives. We actually had Chris Pronger on the show a year and a half ago now.
About that, yeah.
Great interview with Chris. Chris was awesome with us, and always a good time catching up with him every once in a while.
Ted saying they got to get Hart a Brett the Hitman Hart jacket. I don't know. Chrome will probably disown the Flyers then.
Just the pink sunglasses.
Yeah, yeah.
The old
That
school,
was an
what were
old
they?
mistake.
Oakleys.
They were showing the penalty shot again from Markstrom stacking the pads there. It was a better move than you thought in live game action. That wasn't actually a bad move from Lottie.
No, that's what I'm saying. They were Markstrom waited him out. He made him make the move.
Right?
And he reacted to his move. I
Whoever
think Scotty was a little too patient with it and tried to see if he could open him up, but Markstrom went old school and stacked the pads.
Good save. And Atkinson
Scotty,
gets
I
the
want to
puck.
see Scotty get going too. Scotty's another one.
He had Lawton did have a very big goal in Pittsburgh. It's sad the Flyers didn't win it, but he
That's
did
right.
have that
Kick him
goal,
out.
and he did
Get him
score
out of there.
against Arizona. So hopefully he can start getting going on, in these more recent games. And good check by Risto there, getting him off the puck.
Why did Giroux just stand there while the puck was sitting there?
That's a very good point.
After the face-off, right?
I know,
Am I the only
right?
one who noticed that? He just stood there. He was just kind of like,
Oh, what? Oh, the game started again.
oh, there's a puck there.
Oh.
Yeah. Come on, Giroux.
Oh,
Come on, G.
I know. He knows better.
Come on, G.
All right, so nothing really happened on that opportunity, although the Flyers did almost get another lucky goal as that puck deflected off of a skate, just went slightly wide on the outside of the post. But, oh well, it is what it is.
I'm
Who's
seeing a
got
bit of a better
beard
Who has
Go
a better
ahead, Bobby.
beard?
than G in the NHL?
Maybe Ellis.
No, I'm talking. There's longer beards. You can say Brett Burns, but dude, that shit's looking like fucking Santa Claus stick.
Okay, I see what you're
Oh,
saying.
you know what I mean?
That's a good point.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that one, Robbie. I don't think there's anybody with a better beard in the NHL.
True. Like I said, though, Brent Burns looks like a freaking convict right now, though, because he doesn't have his long hair anymore. Shaved his head. It's like, Jesus, he's one neck tattoo away from being wanted for freaking double homicide.
Seriously. Tape's all jacked up. I'm going to have to retape this thing. But yeah, I mean, I'm seeing a much better effort from these guys in this period. Still not where I want it to be, personally, but it is. It's been a better effort on the offensive side. They're getting some scoring chances. They need to figure out a way to get some secondary chances too. Get a rebound.
Giroux with it now, and they are on. Van Riemsdyk with a pass, and unfortunately, that could not be handled by Yandel.
There's really 2 or 3 outside shots. Some that got Hart up high a little bit, and he stayed in with it. Sorry for talking. Sorry.
Whoa. That was a big hit there. Crowd wanted a penalty on it, but they did not get one there. Nice move by Hart on the puck handle there. I like that. Very patient move by him. That's one thing I will point out. Hart's stick handling has gotten so much better. And that was something I used to cringe at. like, goddamn, Hart really, whoever was teaching him puck handling really did a great job.
I like the shot selection there from JVR in the slot. He had a little bit of a shooting lane. Took it.
Rip his head off.
I can't wait to see this.
Oh,
How far behind is this?
Lawton literally hurled. Got a Flyers cane mask thing going on. That's kind of cool. That's supposed to look like a goalie mask, but it does look like canes. But anyway,
Who hurled that dude into? Who hurled
I think it was
Gibranson into
Lawton.
the net?
I think Lawton threw Bronson onto the crossbar. He's Superman. Of course he could do that.
Robbie, was that what you were referring to?
That and the scrum afterwards, yeah.
That's great.
The Flames now do win that face-off. Got to get a few more of these face-off wins here. But do get the turnover. And he's going to try to wrap around. He got caught. Damn it.
What do you guys think about all the guys still trying to Michigan?
Yeah. I tried a bad angle. But I like that. You're shooting from every angle. Make the goalie uncomfortable.
Robbie, your thoughts on the Michigan?
Say again?
Your thoughts on the Michigan? Guys still trying it? Guys still pulling it off, I should say.
On the Michigan, I don't understand what you're saying, brother.
Michigan. So when they're sitting in the back of the net, they scoop it up onto the blade. They just swing it around and hit the top corner.
That's what that's called. I didn't know that there's terminology for that. Yeah, man. No, I mean, it's skillful play. I think you save that for practice. I don't think you bring that into game action. But, I mean, if you have an opportunity to pull it off, you know what I mean? Any way you could score, you know what I mean? But I don't like to get cute around the net.
You remember that dude you wanted in the draft that Anaheim took? Jacob Perreault?
He
pulled it off in San Diego.
Did he?
He did.
Oh, wow. Yeah, he's so talented, man. He's so talented.
Well, who knows? Maybe he'll come up to Anaheim and he'll pull it off there. Good save by Hart. Chris saying, I think Brown is hurt. They have been rotating players on the fourth line. Ooh. Well, that's not good because Brown's he's a good hard worker. I liked him on the fourth line.
Actually, that's a good note because I didn't notice that he was even out of the lineup.
Yeah. That's what happens when you're watching the game on mute. Sometimes they'll mention it, but you're going to miss that when you got to watch on mute because, copyright reasons. Thank you very much, NHL.
Well, that you don't really want anybody else to hear the game while we're talking either.
That's a good point. Yeah, let's see here. Giroux trying to get that free. He does. Coots try to shoot that in on net. It was a good try, though. Just make Markstrom uncomfortable. Just put the pucks on net. Maybe you get that puck on a rebound or deflection, too, because those can tend to do that. And, well, unfortunately, he got beat there. And now Calgary goes the other way. Shot it wide. I'm trying to tap that home.
What's up, Ant? Ant wants to know who's scoring the next goal, boys.
He's saying Farabee. Save from a bad angle, and he's got it. Good. I'm going to go. Fuck it. Superman. I'm willing it into existence. He's already hurled Bronson onto the freaking crossbar, and I do believe the Flames are going to get called on a penalty.
Robbie, who you got? Who's scoring the next goal?
Well, I'm glad we waited to go to me until there was a power play call. And in this instance, I think I'm going to predict Cam Atkinson gets back off the schneid, puts in a power play goal.
All right, good call. I like that.
I love it. That's who I was going with.
Jesse saying, yes, 19 in the box. He's a crumb.
He's a crumb. No, I love it. I love it, Robbie, because he's one of those guys, especially on the power play, that needs to start producing a little bit more. He had a great start to the season. Hasn't really done much since, game 7?
He's cooled off since.
He's cooled off since for sure. What's up, Joey?
Hey, Joey.
We need to he needs to get going again. He needs to find that scoring touch, and I think now's a good opportunity for him to do it.
Benny's just calling for the net. Sorry, Rob, finish that.
He's been sniffing the net.
Benny's saying JVR.
JVR, all right. Chris
is going.
Atkinson.
Yep, Chris is with Rob on that one on the Atkinson.
Hey, I was in on that too.
Well, but you didn't pick him. You picked somebody else.
No, I picked Atkinson.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay.
You say I don't pay attention.
Well, I mean,
Jesus.
I'm looking at the comments. I'm trying to take care of the fans here.
Look with your eyes, not your ears, Maddie.
Ted say G is scoring the next one. All right. Give the captain a little love. I like it.
All right, so we're gonna do this. If anybody predicts the right guy, you're not gonna get anything. No.
You're gonna get a backhand from Rob.
No, you get my respect.
Absolutely.
Ted saying, do we have a nickname for McEwen yet? If not, how about the stash? I'm fine with the stash. We'll roll with that.
I feel like
I think we established it's Greg Allman.
Yeah, I think it's Ullman, yeah. Joey's saying Calgary is going to win. Hopefully not.
Well, I mean, right now they're playing like they want to win a little bit more than the
That
Flyers.
is true. Wide open chance. Oh, thank God. Good defensive play there. Stop that from turning into something. And once again, we allow a rush to happen on our power play. Okay, new rule. Guys, no more. We are not drawing any more penalties. We are not allowing the power play to come out because it has been atrocious. And we're allowing way too many odd man chances on it. No more power plays for the rest of the season for the Flyers. Your privileges have been revoked.
Nice play by Hazy to get that back to the point.
True.
Deflected.
And
Wow, his side to side is so smooth this year.
a shot from Hayes didn't get through. Although Atkinson fought for it, Hazy sticks tied up. And
Whoa.
Hayes was slow to get up, too.
Looked like the goalie tripped in there, or else he just severely lost an edge in front of him.
Oh, crap. Hayes is going down the tunnel. Not good news. Oh, boy. I don't think he's done with that recovery process. Oh, boy.
I
He
gotta
just
see
went
this.
down like a sack of potatoes.
And that one will roll back all the way down to the other end. Yeah, this is looking like another worthless power play for the most part. Although there's 20 seconds left, so maybe they'll do something here.
This is why we can't have nice things. The fuck?
Yeah, I know, right? Jeez. Jesse saying
I want to see that replay.
Careless passes through the middle of the ice and get caught. Yeah, that's a good point, Jesse. It's a very good point. 7 seconds left on the power play as play stopped due to the puck going into, I believe, Calgary's bench.
I want to see that. I want to see that replay. I think he caught it. I think he caught a spear.
Really? He caught a spear? Well, then that should have been a penalty.
Not if the refs didn't see it.
No, I don't think. No, I don't think he did. I think he's just hurt.
Yeah, but how would he have gotten hurt? Either that or he caught the puck.
I don't know.
I want to see the replay on what happened to Hayes.
They did show it. It doesn't look like anything. He did get tripped by the stick. But other than that, though, no spear from what I saw.
It looked like he was just caught in a position, you know what I mean, where he had poor surgery, hernia surgery, so he might have been flexing that area too hard.
Oh no, that's a groin.
Oh crap! That's even.
Please tell me he went down funky.
Please tell me he did not pull his groin. Oh. Just got done with the core muscle surgery. Now he's out with a groin. Oh, I hope not.
Yeah.
Good secondary chance there from McEwen trying to shoot that puck through the 5-hole. Unfortunately, Markstrom covered it.
I mean, he could be only out for a couple minutes. You never really know. When he went down to his knee, his other leg extended out, so it was almost like he was looking like he was doing a split.
Right.
Yeah. Ted saying scumbags. He was on his knee. They pushed his foot weird with the stick. I did notice that the stick did catch his skate blade.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about the skate blade. I'm more worried about how he actually went down on the ice.
Well, that's what led to him falling. Looked like he fell flat onto the ice.
But hey, apparently McEwen's causing a little bit of a ruckus there.
Yeah.
That's who I was going to pick before they went on the power play in terms of the next goal. I really like his energy, the way he's skating.
Oh, boy. Now off to the races here. Gaudreau made a back pass. Great save there by Hart, who was good. Square to the shooter. Saw it coming.
Yeah,
And
had to make that back pass because of again another strong play by Justin Braun.
Absolutely. He was covering that angle. He hustled back, caused Gaudreau problems. So the pass was made, and a good job by Hart. He didn't take any bait. He was square to the shooter, made the save, frustrating the Flames some more. Just a shaking of the head. That's what you love to see from the other side. Them getting frustrated because Hart's making good saves on them.
Yeah, I just got to that point.
Yeah, I believe it was Lindholm who was shaking his head there.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Dunn saying groin or pelvic area from the Hayes situation.
Let's just hope it's not serious. Let's just hope maybe it's just a little tweak. Maybe a little
Wrist
rub
line,
down.
shoots. Save made, and the puck went in the air, so no rebound.
Great point, Ant.
Yeah, if this power play doesn't get any better fast, when does Fletcher hold Tarian accountable and make a change? It's been bad for over a year. Yeah, like you said, Rob, very good point from on. There, Joe saying, I don't know about the poll, but we've relied hard an awful lot in this game.
Well, I mean, yes and no. Yes and no. I mean, they haven't given up a ton of shots, and some of those shots have not been very good. There have been too many good quality chances, especially in this period. But, I mean, to say that we're relying on Hart, I mean, yes and no. Yes and no. Defense is doing a really good job of cleaning up second and third chances, and Hart isn't really making any saves that aren't out of.
Yeah, they did just sandwich Coleman into the boards. Both JVR caught him on the back, and Ristolainen caught him in the front. Although Coleman tried to get a little. Coleman tried to get some retribution there on JVR.
Damn you guys. I'm sitting here trying to talk to you guys, and Mr. JVR dropping the gloves.
Yeah.
I know. I wish the ref would have let them go there.
Yeah, JVR was trying to fight refs back, break it up again. And Van Riemsdyk got a game misconduct, so he's gone for the night. And Chris going, best fight of his career.
Is that a game?
Maybe. No, okay, it's not a game misconduct. Yeah, end of the period. Never mind, my bad. I thought so because they were sending him off, but no, it's just a roughing call. And Coleman got called for unsportsmanlike conduct, so it's going to be 4-on-4 to start the third period.
Yeah, no, he's not getting a game misconduct. It's because it's the end of the period. It's less than 2 minutes. They're just sending him to the locker room.
All right, then. I assumed it because, refs sometimes they do that shit.
Yeah, 10 seconds left in the period. There's no sense in keeping him in the box.
No, good point.
He's been doing that for years now.
Yeah. So JVR's not ejected from the game. He'll be back in the third period. He was just sent to the locker room because of the fact that it's going to end the period. And that was a good defensive play, which will end the period. And there we go.
But yeah, I mean, it was a better second period. For the most part, they're a better third period team than anything. But I like the effort. I think they played a harder, a little bit more aggressive second period than the first period. Definitely need to get more shots on that. Some more quality shots. They need to create a little bit more scoring chances.
Yeah.
Defensively, I think they stayed pat. I think they had a better second period defensively than first, and Carter Hart just doing Carter Hart things, boys.
Absolutely. And we will go to our second period sponsor now that it is over. And that is many of us and our families deal with mental health and addiction issues. You or a loved one could be going through something right now, or they could be going through some kind of drug addiction, which is, either one is terrible to see, and we don't want to see that. So we do have, we're supporting the Counseling Center and Sunrise Detox. If you guys need the help or your loved one needs the help, call 856-651-8117. Do not let that spiral out of control. Addiction and mental health is not something to sniff at. It is a legitimate problem, and it can send your whole life or a loved one's life into a tailspin. So get the help they need and call 856-651-8117.
Rob Lutman, a very good friend of A2D Radio, is going to take real good care of you guys and get whoever needs the help that they need and the help that they deserve so they can live a better quality of life.
Absolutely. And so very important that, you check that out and you get the help that, you'll need for that. So, gentlemen, second period, it was a better second period than usual for the Flyers. They did score, of course, to tie the game, so that always makes things better. But they started getting much more aggressive on the puck, and they started getting a little bit more momentum on their side. Their feet were moving. It wasn't that they were getting outplayed. The Flames were getting some good turnovers, though, and some good opportunities, albeit, though, the Flyers' power play still very much an eyesore, but at least it didn't haunt the Flyers at the end of the day. No shorthanded goals for them. So in the end, Flyers did a good job of handling themselves in that second period, with the exception of the power play, and they were able to tie the game up. Boys, what did you think of that second period?
Better. It was better. Like I was just saying, offensively, I think they got some more chances. They got a little more aggressive on the forecheck. Shot the puck a bit more, close to being tied up on shots now, but they need to work on the quality of shot and figure out a way to create some scoring chances, get guys in front, maybe a couple more shots from the point, and keep them low and try and create some rebounds. This is gonna be the type of game where you need to get a dirty goal. But I think it's been a better second period than the first for sure. Robbie.
Yeah, they've been definitely suffocating them in the neutral zone. They've had hard ends to the offensive zone, and when they do get the Flames get possession in the offensive zone, a lot of shots from the exterior causing like Hart having time to get square of the shooter, and make it an easy save. So definitely a better effort than the first. They need to carry that momentum into the third here.
Absolutely. And with that, gentlemen, while we're doing the intermission, I figured let's do a little something fun here. I pulled it up on my phone. Let's take a look at the first ever game between the Flyers and the Flames. And let's take a look at that game. It was all the way back on October 28th of 1980. So this will be definitely a blast from the past here. First period of that game opened up, and the Flyers scored 3 goals. Al Hill got a goal, Tim Kerr got a goal, and Ben Wilson got a goal shorthanded. So they were all there. Penalties that were in that period. Calgary got called. Bob Murdoch got called for charging. Remember when charging was the thing in the NHL? That's a good thing. It stopped. That was terrible back in the day when that happened. Also, Willie Plett got called for cross-checking. Paul Holmgren, he got called for roughing in that period. And and Mike Busniak got called for holding it as well. So few penalties going the other way, but the Flyers got all the goals. So there you go. And Ben Wilson's goal came shorthanded. And Reggie Leach and Bobby Clark got the assist on that shorthanded goal too. So there you go. But that's an interesting time. You have Bobby Clark, Paul Holmgren, everybody's on that team together. Guys playing with helmets and without helmets. Interesting time for the Flyers. But the second period going along, penalties that were called. Now one, Paul Holmgren got called for hooking. Randy Holt for the Flames got called for high sticking. He got called again for fighting. And Paul Holmgren got called for roughing and fighting. So Randy Holt and Paul Holmgren got into a fight. What a shock there. And then Brad Marsh got called for tripping. And he was playing for Calgary at the time, not the Flyers. And then Mike Busniak got called for the Flyers for high sticking. Goals-wise, though, Ben Wilson scored his 4th goal of the year, his 2nd of that night. Bobby Clark and Bill Barber got the assist. And Brian Propp got the 2nd goal. That was his 3rd of the year. Tim Kerr and Paul Holmgren got the assist there. So if you're keeping track of the score, it's 5-0 for the Flyers in this game. Christ. Good God almighty. Holy shit. Yeah. So far the shots in this game were first period 7 for the Flames, 11 for the Flyers. Then that second period, it was 6 for the Flames, 16 for the Flyers. So the Flyers were just killing it in this particular game. And then the third period. Here we go. So penalties. Alex McKendry got called for Calgary for hooking. Brad Smith, abuse of officials. That is the literal definition of his penalty. Abuse of officials. What the hell did he do? What the hell did he do? That's what I want to know. But anyway, Bob Murdoch from the Flames got called for boarding. Then Jim Poplinski got called for a misconduct. He also got called for another misconduct, so he got a double minor. Willie Pleck got called for fighting and a game misconduct, so he was out. Pekka Ratukalio got called for a misconduct twice. Good God. Then Paul Reinhart got called for 2 misconducts. So at 5:41, some big fucking scrum happened, and it was one of those epic battles between, you know, those old-fashioned scrums where everybody's getting into a fight and everybody's just beating the piss out of each other. And then the Flyers, their call, Gary Morrison got called also for abuse of the officials. Tim Gurr got called for a misconduct twice. And then Brian Propp got called for 2 misconducts. Holmgren got called for fighting again, and he got a game misconduct. So Holmgren got thrown out of this game. How fitting. And then Terry Murray got called for 2 misconducts. Ben Wilson got called for 2 misconducts. Later on in the period, Brad Smith got called for roughing. And Bob Daly, spelled exactly the same way as Mr. Brian Daly here. Any possible relations?
Depends. Spell it.
Dailey.
Not how I spell it, so no relation.
Really? Okay, then. Roughing.
You've known me for how long, and you still don't know how to spell my last name?
I thought you spelled it with an I. You spelled it with just an L?
Daley.
Oh. Well, that means I've been writing your name wrong in those emails. Anyway. Al Hill got called for holding. And then Mel Bridgman got called for hooking. And then Brad Smith called for hooking. So that was all of the penalties in that third period. Christ. Well, you talk about an 80s period. Woo! There's one for you. So finally, to finish it up, goals scored by the Flyers. No goals scored by the Flames. So this was a shutout. Bill Barber got his 7th. Tom Gorence and Mike Busniak got the assist. Bill Barber then got another one. It was his 8th, and it was shorthanded. Mel Bridgman and Paul Holmgren shorthanded. Boy, Paul Holmgren had himself a game this particular night. And then Jimmy Watson was still playing at the time, and he got his first goal with Bob Daly and Al Hill on the power play. So there you go.
What a different era of hockey when you actually got penalized for abuse of the official.
Yeah,
right? When was the last time you saw that?
It's been I have never seen it in my time.
It's just something to think about.
And let's see here. So the goaltenders that night in net for the Calgary Flames was Dan Beauchard. He did the entire game, giving up 8 goals. He made 31 saves on 39 shots. And then Pete Peters was the net for the Flyers. Got himself a shutout, 22 saves on 22 shots. And the 3 stars of the game, number 3, Bill Barber, number 2, Bobby Clark, and getting the shutout, number 1, Pete Peters. So that was the first ever game between the Flyers and the Flames on October 28th of 1980, and the Flyers won 8-0 on a shutout.
Jesse's having fun with my name now.
Wait
a second. You've been sending emails to me, and my email starts with my last name.
Yeah, but you
for
come
7 years.
You come up auto, so it's just an immediate okay. Enter.
Rob, do something with your boy. Rob, do something with your boy.
He's not my boy. He's your boy.
He ain't my boy. I tell you that right now.
Well, you could have corrected me at any time. No one ever said anything.
I just did.
Well, now you did, but you never told me before. Dude, you're spelling my name wrong in the emails. Fix your
I've been
shit.
getting the emails. That's why I thought you know how to spell my last name.
Oh.
I can spell your last name.
Anyway, hey, listen. I never said that I was never a spelling master. So I will
clearly.
openly admit that. Listen, I misspelled Konechny's name on a freaking email, and Tom made me very well aware of that. So
I'd be really quick. It's kind of what I do for a living, spell correcting. And Maddie, I hate to inform you, but you've been spelling Brian's name right the whole time.
Oh, well then I was just fucking up here at that 5 minutes ago. Okay.
That's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you.
In the printed form, it's D-A-L-E-Y. You've been spelling it right. You're good. You're good. You just fucked up on air right now. That's all right. It happens. I do it on a weekly basis. It's okay if you do it once.
Oh. But I will say this, though. I don't think that Daly that I talked about in that Flames and Flyers first ever game, I don't think he's related to Trevor Daly. I don't think so.
If you said Trevor Daly could have possibly be a relation, now yes, you would be right.
Yeah.
He spells my last name the same way.
Yeah.
Which I'm going to do my research on that. I want to find out if he's a cousin. He could be
Maybe.
a cousin. He could be like a third cousin.
Yo! It looks like Ritz is in this Post Limon commercial. Is this true for Jaeger?
Oh, really?
That totally looks like Ritz.
Well, then we're going to have to double check with him. Is he a good friend with Post Malone's this whole time? Then where the fuck has the A2D interview been, bro? Got to step up on that.
Anybody that watches in this very ring that's tuning in right now, watching the Flyers game and the intermission, let me know if that was Ritz, man, because I think it was. Either that or doppelganger.
Benny's Nation say, good thing you're in Carolina now, referring to Brian.
For this dude, yeah, it's a very good thing I'm in Carolina right now.
And he says, I mean, you live in Carolina, so your brother Corks.
I don't get that one.
I don't know. Benny was just throwing it out there. Benny, feel free to explain that.
Yeah, please.
Hey, Prism! He starts off with, I'm drunk as shit, so we're off to a great start. And he's saying, sorry I'm late. That's all right, Priz. It's tied at 1-1, so you're coming in at a great time as the third period will begin soon.
You're here, brother. That's the important part.
Yep. Don's not here, though, so, we're kind of wondering where the hell he's at. But then again, I think it was Benny's who pointed out that he is probably celebrating the Detroit Lions tie. So
he's finally had more than 4 hours off. Good for you.
Oh,
yeah,
Benny said.
I didn't know where you were going with that one.
He just said he removed the comment. It's all right, man. I fucked up. It is what it is. It happens.
Yeah, you did fuck up, and I'm glad you admitted that.
Hey, listen, I will penalize myself. I'm not above it. I'll go and sit in the box for 5 minutes. I'll take a 5-minute major on that one.
That's like a game misconduct and a suspension.
No, it's not. It's a 5-minute major because I've been getting it right in the emails. So since I've been getting it right in the emails, it's not a game misconduct. It would have been a game misconduct if I'd been getting it wrong in the emails. Then I would have agreed with you. It's a 5-minute major. So,
all right. All right.
And a fine. I'll throw a fine in there. I'm fined as well on top of it.
People in the comments. Let's go. Jesse, Benny, Selkie, everybody else commenting in. Let's go. What do we want to see in the third period here? What do we expect? Well, so let's start with you, Robbie. What do you expect in the third period?
I expect a strong effort. They got the momentum on their side. So as long as they continue strangulating them in the neutral zone, cutting off passing lanes, I expect them to come forward. Now, a lot of this is going to be based on Hayes' status. And it's not even just for the play, but that's a real shot in the gut, excuse my pun, there if you don't have Hazy on the ice in the third period here. That'd be tough to overcome, but this is an opportunity where you got down 1-0 in this game. You came back and tied in. This Flyers team has been playing well, giving up the first goal. You don't want to always do that, obviously, but they're showing that resiliency again that we saw 2 years prior, where not only do you get down a game and you get it level, but also I believe they're 5-0-0 coming off losses, this year, this game coming after a loss. So I predict a goal and an empty netter, 3-1 Flyers. Let's go.
All right, then.
I like it. Maddie.
For me, I would expect that Flyers will have a little bit more jump in their step after having a very strong second period. I think as long as they avoid having a power play, I think that they'll be good. And I think that they can, I'll say, you know what? 4-1. I'm going to add one more to that motherfucker. Why not? Let's go. Let's get some goddamn offense going here in this third period. 3 fucking goals on the board.
So they're potting 3 in this period. All right. I like it. I would love to see these guys step up a little bit more offensively, get a little bit more aggressive. Maybe see some of these defensemen pinch in and start throwing some more pucks on net from a little bit closer in. That's kind of what I want to see. I want to see them pretty much go ball to the wall on offense. We know they've been playing pretty solid defensively. Hart has given up only 1 goal so far. Knock on wood. I got a wooden table right here. I don't think Hart's going to be an issue. I think he's going to continue his strong play. I think the defense continues their strong play as well. I do want to see them getting a couple more chances on the power play. I want to see them draw penalties because that's more time in the offensive zone. I know they've given up a couple breaks going the other way on the penalty kill. But with Hart playing as well as he has, I'm not too worried about that. I want to see some of these I want to see some lines rolling here. I want to see continued pressure. I want to see forechecking. I want to see guys taking the puck deep into the zone. So third period, I think we're going to see some more plays here, and I want to keep going. I want to keep it going. I'm going to say, I'm with Robbie. I'm going to say 3-1. I think 3-1 is doable.
All right then.
Been surfing Twitter right now, and first of all, so much love for Kevin Hayes and that goal, and for his brother Jimmy. It's weird seeing love on Twitter. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand. But more importantly, according to Jordan Hall, Kevin Hayes has returned for the third period.
Good.
So maybe just a little tweak.
Jesse's saying fourth line is getting it going. I'd like to see them get rewarded. I think they've played a great game. Get pucks to the net / no careless passes and getting caught in odd man rushes. Joe's saying 3-2 Flyers and OT. Lawton scores the OT winner. Get that Superman finish. We always love those. And Benny's Nation saying attendance has been down, and that was referring to Joe stating earlier that those new black seats in the Wells Fargo Center make every empty seat stick out like a sore thumb.
Yeah. I mean, attendance is down, but you can thank COVID for a lot of that. I mean, attendance is down pretty much everywhere, but it'll get back to normal. I think once these stadiums and arenas give up on you have to have the vaccination or 2 negative tests, you're going to see attendance rise. I think that's holding a lot of people back.
That may very well. It may also be the fear of COVID, too, that's keeping people away sometimes.
Could be.
And Ted saying fantastic news. He's on the bench. Chris saying Hayes on the bench, but on the end of it. So I guess they're going to keep an eye on him, though. Which makes sense. You want to keep an eye on a player who went down the tunnel in the second period. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you want to be sure that he's okay.
You're going to give him limited minutes here in the third.
Yeah.
I mean, just his presence on the bench, that's got to keep the momentum, right?
Yeah, I would definitely agree on that. Chris, I'm saying, anyone else keep 1 foot on the floor to keep them from spinning? No.
When I'm laying down, yes. I'm drinking too much here. When you're laying down, you got to put 1 foot on the floor. Been there.
Benny's just saying the Oilers are having the same issue, which is probably COVID related if the Oilers are having it. Plus, also tickets are sometimes ticket prices play a role into it, but I think in Canada it's more of an issue necessarily than it is in the States. Although the Flyers do have some expensive tickets, though. Canada's
been a lot harsher as far as COVID restrictions with people in the arenas. And I'm not sure. Some of the arenas are still not at 100% either. And I'm not sure which ones. Edmonton could be one of those.
Could be. I mean, I know Canada, they've had some uptick of recently, I heard, in cases. So there's been debate on closing the border again.
Montreal is actually one of those arenas that isn't back up to 100% yet.
Any idea?
I hear he's skating, but I don't know how close he is to being ready.
Yeah, it's still an indefinite.
I'll get back in there.
Yeah, I'd love to see Allison come back, but right now, just not ready. I don't want him to rush. That's the last thing we want is him to rush because he had a really bad tear, and you don't want to see that happen. Provy, he's got that puck right now. Jesse saying Coots. Hopefully, Will and the Coots goal to happen soon.
I mean, he made a great power move to start off the third period there right after the opening faceoff. So yeah,
Oh, okay, that's what because Jesse, I get it. Okay. Uh-oh, good play.
When he said Colts, I'm like, wait, are the Colts playing tonight? It's Tuesday.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. And then I realized, he meant Coots. Okay, that's what he means. Gotcha.
All right, let's do something with it.
Tocchet. Ooh. And Konechny flips that into the air. The pop fly lands right in front of Van Riemsdyk, who could not settle it down. They did check, though, and neutralize, so at least they're going to get recovered in their own zone. All right, push forward. Let's see if they can gain that blue line. They do. Shot! And Markstrom says no.
Wait, Rob, does that really work?
100% of the time.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That's right.
Really? I never would have thought that. I know putting your foot on the floor helps.
Yeah, that too. That's been known. Yeah.
Huh. I might have to get drunk tonight and test out that theory.
I love the fact you finished it with gets rid of that shit lickety split. I love how you finished.
I have a way with words.
I was about to say, he's a man of many words.
That is true. That is true. He is a man of grammatical expertise.
I guess.
I guess. Well, then why are you? You're an editor, so I would hope so.
Supposedly.
Oh, man, he wasn't kidding. Those black seats do stick out.
Yeah.
I like him better, though. I like him better than the old ones. They needed to change it up.
Oh, that one actually fought Markstrom. He had to fight that off with his shoulder.
That's good to get him up high. They've caught Hart a couple of times up high.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. A little bit of a head check.
Yeah, right. 31-29 shots on goal.
Oh, what a play by Giroux. Oh, he did it all with a nice little drag and everything. God,
right between his legs, I believe, right?
Yeah. Oh, great try. Great try. Damn.
Oh. It could have been a stinger, too.
Yeah.
There's a possibility he stung him. Yeah, 31-29, like Rob was saying. Shots in favor of the Flyers right now.
Ted saying, holy shit, G almost had a Gretzky goal. Yeah, Brian just saw it. That nice little drag right through the legs. And all alone in front of Markstrom, but Markstrom closed up his 5-hole.
The toe drag through the legs is just, I love it. It never gets old.
It's always beautiful to see that. And Moyer's like, wow, what a move by G. Yeah. And Jesse was saying the exact same thing. Everybody's saying the same thing. G's just mad he didn't score. He's like, I could do that in my sleep. I just wanted to score.
He's got underrated mitts, man. Like people don't realize how good his hands really are. I mean, like, watch that move. Backhand to forehand. I mean, Markstrom didn't give him the 5-hole like he was hoping for, but did you see how effortlessly he flicked his wrist to bring it between his legs?
Yeah. And then Joe actually follows it up with, Gretzky ain't never done that. That's a Datsuk McDavid move.
Yeah, true.
Definitely a Datsuk move, I'll tell you that. Completely different style, though, like back then. Like, Gretzky he didn't need to be flashy.
No, because
he just had a hard shot.
Yeah, that and also scoring was different back then, too. You know, goaltenders were more stand-up, and yeah, the goal scoring was also way, way up back then, too. Let's see here. So
go for the Blues, man. Go for the Blues.
Let's see here. So fighting for that in the neutral zone. Flames do come up with it, and looks like they're going to just sit back here and hit the reset button. Whatever they were trying earlier, they're going to say, nope. They were not a fan of it. And that one takes a weird hop, and it's icing. So
Flyers definitely have the momentum early.
Yeah, they've had
like they're owning time of possession early on here, about 5 minutes into the third.
I would agree. They've done a really good job of keeping hold that puck. Right now, Hart's got 29 shots faced, got 28 saves, putting up good stats as he usually does.
My boy.
I'm going to have to change this game over soon.
What, the Ducks are about to start?
Yeah.
About 10 minutes-ish.
I see. That's all right. We'll still have all the live reactions for you with me and Rob.
All right, so if it does, and I want to keep track of this, do my best to keep track of it anyway. If it gets to the point where this game gets close to the final minute of play, who's getting the GWG, boys?
Oh, good point.
Mo, Jesse, Ted.
Yeah, well, definitely,
Joey,
guys.
all you guys,
let us
chime
know.
in. Who's getting the GWG tonight?
Oh, we got more feistiness after that was all said and done. Jesse saying young Obi was good with the toe drag. He was. He has that famous goal when he fell and he literally just shooed the puck right into the net anyway.
Right over his head.
Yep.
Provorov.
Provy. Okay. We're saying I want to see a fight. Ted saying Coots. Jesse saying Nate Thompson. Nasty Nate. Joe saying gotta go with Lots. Still going with that Superman. All right.
Cape Fly.
Manny's saying Broussard. I like some of these answers. They're different. They're all different. I love it.
I like the Broussard. Yeah.
Broussard's another one. He's got to get some of his offensive mojo going too.
Yeah, he had that nice goal in Washington, but ever since then he hasn't found the back of the net.
Yeah, for sure. I'm sticking with Atkinson. I think I'm sticking with 89.
All right, then.
And sticking with Farabee. I love that everybody's picking the Flyers to win this game. I love it.
There's not numerous places that the goals can come from. It is a deep team, for all the shortcomings that we do point out from time to time here. Let's not forget though, Broussard was a depth signing.
He was.
You know what I mean? And he started off the season very well, and we got a little high on him. He moved his way up, in the pecking order, so to speak, playing on the second line. But you got Hazy back now. Eventually when he's ready, you got to figure Wade Allison will be in this lineup. Eventually a Morgan Frost will be up in this lineup. You know what I mean? Like, if Broussard doesn't, step it up, to your guys' point, he could see himself on the outside looking in. So a game-winning goal here would go a long way.
It certainly would.
Absolutely.
They're showing highlights of Zach McEwen.
Yeah, Ted's saying regulation or OT. Says Farabee and OT if regulation Coots. Doesn't matter either way. If you want to call an OT win, call an OT win.
Ant was sticking with Farabee. Prism saying Superman forever. That doesn't surprise me. Jesse saying, I'm going to change it. I think Giroux is feeling it. He did have that nice drag. They're saying Brown is hurt. So, fortunately, Brown is hurt. He's not back, apparently, from what Chris is saying.
When you when you have a sick little toe drag and then you deke out the goaltender that way, that's a man playing with some confidence.
Oh,
that's a man playing that's saying, "Hey, I'm about to get going."
You couldn't get to that puck though, unfortunately. And the Flames clear, but the Flyers are keeping up the pressure. They're just got to get more stuff down on Markstrom. They're fighting for it. It's not that they're not fighting for it. It's just that the puck is not always going their way. The Flames are getting it and just clearing it.
G was out on that line, double shifting too in place of Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see him out there now. That's how far behind I am.
And play here, trying to get a tip in, and that one luckily did not go nowhere. And Hayes got puck now. Shoots it to Provy. Provy's got some room, but not a lot.
Ooh, let's go Habs.
Oh, he tried to get it to Atkinson. Atkinson could get a stick on it.
3-2 Rangers now. Let's go Habs.
Oh, boy. And Giroux fights that off and manages to get the puck going. Nice. Oh, tried to fight through. Couldn't get it. And battling hard. I like that they're battling hard, and that's an icing on the Flames. Good job, boys. Now the Flames have to stay out there tired. I like it.
Yep. They're playing hungry. I like it.
Yep. They're showing that fire. They want to win. That's what we want to see.
Check on the Edmonton score here real fast. Make sure Edmonton is getting smacked. Yes, they are. So if the Ducks win tonight, they can find themselves in first place in the Pac division.
Nice.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow.
There's something I bet no one ever thought they'd see.
Not this season.
Well,
They're
hey,
down
good.
4-0 to the Jets right now.
Oh, 4-0. Oh, wait, who? Oh, the Jets are down 4-0, you said?
No, the Jets are up 4-0 on Edmonton right now.
Oh,
I mean, the Jets aren't a
wow.
terrible team. Like, people have the Jets written off. I mean, they're not
No.
a terrible team in the Central Division. They're in second place in the Central Division. This
Yeah,
team hasn't gotten any worse.
Yeah, they're fine. I mean, yeah, the Central Division's tough, but the Jets are fine. I don't understand what the hate is. They still have Connor Hellebuyck too in goal, and he's this really good goalie. It's I don't get that. Like, yeah, I get it. The Jets imploded against the Canadians last year in the playoffs, but a lot of teams did. Shit, is that getting called? No, it's not. Good. Whew. I was worried about that. It always scares me when that happens, when a player goes down like that and the stick is near their skates, then they're going to call tripping on you at the last minute.
Especially when he's reaching, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Tanev with a play up at the blue line, and that never got through. That hit a Flame. And he's slow to get up. I'm not sure who that is. But the Flyers got it. Nice play. Shot from McEwen, and a save by Markstrom, and the Flames got the puck. Uh-oh. And
Holmgren's been taking a beating this tonight.
Yeah.
There he is. Okay.
Oh, saved by Hart. Get that rebound.
Yeah,
Good job,
Tkachuk
boys.
tried to do the Michigan move. He got shut down.
Yeah.
This is my first shift that I've seen Hayes on. I don't know if he was out there earlier and I missed him.
I think he was out a little earlier, but nothing much happened on that shift.
Gotcha.
I think that Flame.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Flame that went down, who was it?
Blake Coleman.
Blake Coleman, okay.
A little bit of a stinger. Yeah, I mean, Hazy's looking like he's skating a little gingerly, but he doesn't look like he's in any pain or discomfort.
Right.
Good save by Hart on a deflection, it looked like.
Ooh, 7-1 shots. Well, now 7-2 in favor of the Flyers this period.
Yeah, but the Flames they're kind of feeling it now. They're starting to press a little bit, so the Flyers got to kind of shut that down. They just got called for an icing.
True.
Yeah, that was redirect, and Hart just got him with the pad. Woo! Thank God he was in good position.
Toe save.
Yeah. They're great when they happen for you.
Just got that.
Shitty when it's the other way.
It's funny. As you said that, Rob, Carter Hart on my stream actually made that toe save.
Nice. Let's see.
It's our connection, father and son. You know what I mean?
My kid's about to be named MVP of the National League.
Yeah, that's true. You guys see your ex-boy Gabe Kapler got Manager of the Year?
I did see that. I also saw your boy, supposed ace is heading to L.A.
Wow. I mean, DeGrom's the ace, but yeah, he is.
You know what I mean?
Very surprising. I know what you mean. What you mean.
At the
Kevin
time,
Cash won it.
Did you see how much he's getting?
21.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
To sit on the IL.
Well, yeah, I mean, he'll be guy. He pitched a couple innings towards the end of the season, so he should be okay to ramp it up going into the spring training.
Go boys, go! 2-on-1.
The Angels paid $21 million for a guy that's pitched 4 innings in the past 2 years.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Shit! Flyers had a great 2-on-1 and they hit the fucking post. Ugh.
Kevin Cash won it in the American League.
And let's see here.
He's Tampa Bay's, right?
Yep.
They got it. Oh! Big check there, checking him off the puck. Crowd wanted a penalty on that. They're not going to get that. Lawton, fought through all that checking. There's a man free. Whew, thank God the Flyers defense held there. Whew, that was scary.
Oh, that's a shame. JVR hit the corner.
Yeah, he hit the freaking post. Ugh. Greg said fucking pipe, of course. Yeah, Jesse saying JVR off the pipe. But Greg's saying, by the way, back to the poll. It's nice to have Hart's playing the way he is. The struggles last year. Love that we can rely on him again. Yes, it's great to see that.
100%, Greggy.
All right, so commercial right now. So Flyers, once again, seems like they flipped it back onto their side in terms of the momentum. So that's good news. So hopefully they can keep it that way because the Flames were trying to start something, but it looked like the Flyers might have calmed that down a little bit. Said, oh, no. You're not doing that again. Chris saying he can't score unless the other team does it for him. the Golden Dallas. Where Heinen punched it into his own net. That was actually kind of funny. That was the best part of the night, honestly.
Danton Heinen, glad he's out of Anaheim.
You don't miss him one bit, do you?
Bro, have you seen the way Anaheim's been playing? No, I don't miss him.
Risto's been.
Yes,
he has.
He has been, man. Love Risto's game, man. He had that nice check also in the second period, which took, I'm not sure who he took off the puck, but he drilled his ass to the ice and made sure he couldn't do anything with it. That's what I'm talking about. That's why we went and got Risto in the first place.
That's what I'm saying.
And also, like Rob was saying, offensively, Risto finds he's throwing that puck down onto net, and sometimes some nice little things happen. Go back to that Washington game. Shot the puck in on the pads of Vanacek. Coach just potted it right through his 5-hole because he couldn't cover it. So there you go. Beautiful.
That's what take a few more shots.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's kind of what I'm saying is, you're at the point of this game now. You're getting into the second half of the third period. It's time to get gritty. It's time to get a dirty one. So you got to get people in front of the net now. You have to take that opportunity. Maybe rip some stuff from the
I got gritty.
You did get gritty. Look at you.
And nothing like a playoff type game in November.
That's kind of what this is too. It's got a little bit of that playoff feel to it. It's the next goal is gonna win. The next goal is gonna win this game the way that it's going. So get guys into some dirty areas and bang in a rebound.
Yeah, I agree. He almost got up to it. Couldn't get to it. Broussard could, but he does recover it off of hard work in the corner. Shot. Didn't get through. Hit a skate. I feel like maybe he waited a little too long to take that shot, and that's what ultimately led to that happening.
I don't know. I'm still like 5 minutes behind you.
Ooh, good save, Hart. Tried to do that wraparound.
OG Philly mascot is back. Wait, they're bringing back the OG? Like no more Philly fanatic with the short snout, which was really annoying, by the way.
Yeah, it was. I have to admit that.
So lost. Accident trying to get a turnover there, but the Flyers still on them. Flames are having a hard time getting anything going because the Flyers are all over them right now.
Hart knew that play was coming with Johnny. Johnny was coming in just way too fast.
That's true. Johnny watched that game against Pittsburgh and thought he could probably pull it.
Well, he thought he was going fast enough, but Hart read the play. That's something else he's been doing really well. Is he's reading these plays and making the adjustments in net based off of what he's seeing. And he's been playing spectacular in net all season long, and he's just continuing his strong play here tonight against a very good Calgary team.
He is. If he keeps this play up all season, I'll throw Vezina out. I don't give a fuck. And he'd fight me on it.
He'll have his Vezina days. Don't worry. Yeah, that one didn't get through either.
Yeah. Damn, it went wide. They're keeping that puck, though. Coots has got it, although he got checked off it. Give him some support there.
I see Calgary is starting to get some momentum their way.
Yeah. Couldn't keep it at the blue line. But luckily, they stopped the rush from happening at least.
I do like the stat they showed on Ristolainen's night. One block shot. I would like to see him block a couple more before the game is through, but I think they said 8 hits on the night. So he's definitely throwing his weight around. Yeah.
Bristow getting that puck free out of the dirty area, although the Flames did catch up to it, although Giroux got it away. Nice.
And I know, Robbie, you were commending Bristow for having a good game tonight, too. So just going based off of what you were saying.
Yeah, no, 100%, man, 100%. I mean, block shots it's a tricky stat because it's like you don't always have those opportunities in a game. You're always going to have an opportunity to hit.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'd rather see more hits than block shots, but like I said before, block shots help your goaltender.
Look at Hart going post to post on that replay, Maddie, covering that short side. Remember, he got beat in that first game against Vancouver, not once but twice.
Yeah.
Quickly worked on that element of his game. Brian's been saying for years that he's just such a hardworking kid.
True, and also, that game against Pittsburgh, Letang caught him, because he couldn't get his pad over in time.
There too. Yep. Yeah.
His side to side has just gotten better. Those are beautiful true pads, by the way.
Joe saying, let me translate McEwen. How the fuck is that not a penalty? Yeah, it did look like he got hooked there, and he went down and took out the net there.
Boys, I expected this to be a good game. I didn't expect it to be this good.
Yeah, I know, right? Shit's going nuts, man. We might very well see some extra hockey here.
Yeah, Chris, he absolutely.
4-hour show. Let's go.
Yeah.
We haven't done that in a while.
I know, all right. Going back to the olden days.
DSP.
Oh my god!
I gotta plug my laptop in here.
We're going so far back that Stamkos was still considered somewhat of a young up and coming player.
For the laptop unplugged this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh Jesus, man, my battery's fucked. I would have like 30 minutes. Wow. I keep my shit plugged in too much. That's what I do.
I have to.
I charge it for the show. That's the only time I ever really have it on the charger. Otherwise, I'll rock with whatever I have for the week.
Wow.
Chris saying G on the fourth line makes them look great.
Yeah, G's looking good there.
Yeah, and so is Taryn Hatcham's skirt. A+. I almost feel bad. She's such a Christian girl. I know, right, Joe? We're the same wavelength.
Ay, caramba.
It's all right, though. I'm sure, like you said, good Christian girl. But at the end of the day, though, come on. I'm sure she don't mind hearing a few comments of like, damn, Taryn. Yeah.
Oh, she's a good Christian girl. I hear she likes to say "Oh God" a lot.
Well done. Well done.
She praises God as much as she can. Oh God, oh God, oh God.
I'm sure.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you.
Oh, that's terrible. I'm jealous.
Sorry.
I'm
we
jealous of her boyfriend. Her man is she landed herself a good-looking dude. I am not going to sit here and lie.
I mean, it makes sense. Good-looking woman, good-looking dude.
Jelly.
Let's see here.
Wow, that's a great stat. Gaudreau and Lindholm, 17 shots. Rest of the Flames, 16 shots.
Wow. So they are really heavily depending upon that, but that makes sense. Being the offensive guys makes total sense.
32 is a pretty high number there, or 33, I should say, in terms of shots allowed. But I mean, a lot of them, like I said, have been from the outside. Like kind of what the Flyers usually do, the easy save.
Oh, I love what Broussard was trying to do there, though. He was working his ass off there trying to get that puck loose.
Indeed.
Johnny, I just saw a stat. Johnny and Elias alone together have more shots on net than the entire team.
That's what Robbie was talking about. Yeah, that's a crazy stat to think about.
My stereo on?
And the
Oh.
and the Flyers. Every skater has had a shot on
How
goal
many times
tonight.
have I done that to you?
All the time.
All the time, exactly. I don't listen.
And I like that,
Apparently I
though.
wasn't either. Shut up, Maddie. Me and Robbie are talking. I'm just kidding.
Well, listen, I got something important to say, though, because every skater's got a shot on goal tonight from the Flyers, so that's very important to see that stat.
Nice.
That's good
Very good,
because they
Robbie.
need to shoot the puck more.
Oh,
It's like that was like that one day I was talking to this girl at work, and one of the guys that works with me, he's like, he comes up to the window and he's like, Brian, I need this, that, and the other. I look at him, I'm like, excuse me, I'm talking to her right now. Come back later.
My man.
I love it.
I started dying laughing. The guy next to me, who was working next to me, is on the floor rolling from laughing so hard. The guy I was talking to was laughing as hard as she could. And then the chick I was talking to, she was dying, but she was all red in her face like she was embarrassed. Like, oh my God.
Love it.
Don't you see the pretty girl?
That's essentially what I said. Excuse me, I'm talking to the pretty girl right now. Your
Joe.
order can wait.
Joe's saying, wonder if she's gone Hartnell down.
They've had a better chemistry this year. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Scotty's a faithful husband, so
Yeah, he is.
probably not.
Yeah. It's more faithful than Patrick Sharp. But Chris does
when he talks to her, it's like talking to like a kid. You know what I mean? There's no way he's like that. Carter, though, maybe.
Well, apparently Carter's I mean, Jimmy gets more tail than Jimmy from Flight Zone gets more tail than Carter Hart. Apparently, he pulled one of Carter Hart's girls from right underneath him.
What? When the fuck did that happen?
Story?
No, I did not hear that story. What the fuck?
Philly. He was in Philly at a bar with somebody. He was doing something. Which, by the way, if Jimmy gets a chance to see this, happy birthday, Jimmy!
Yeah, happy birthday,
brother. He was, and the team came in, and he was sitting there. He was talking to. He said he was like talking to Mac, and he talked to Carter or whatever. And Carter was talking to this girl, and apparently Jimmy started talking to her later, and the girl went home with Jimmy instead of Carter.
Well, Jimmy, happy birthday, but kind of a fuck you too. It's like, dude, like, do you understand how important Carter is to this team? Don't you dare take his confidence away.
The chick probably had no idea who the hell he was anyway.
Unfortunately, you're probably right. That means hockey needs to get itself a little bit more popularity going. Come on, let's go.
Hazy did try to rip his fucking head off. Nice, he heard me. Matthew Tkachuk, you little bitch.
The question is, who do you hate more, Brady or Matthew?
Honestly,
getting in there.
Matthew,
I'll be honest with you. I actually don't really have an opinion right now because I'm going to assume I'm going to hate Brady more when Ottawa gets good. That would be my assumption, that I'm going to hate Brady more.
All right, Hazy, I see you. Although that's not the guy you want to rip his head off. I like him.
You could do Lucic, though. That'd do the world a favor.
We got to film a
good.
reenactment of that Jimmy story and submit it to Dave Chappelle for great moments in hookup history.
Oh,
Well done.
dude! I forgot about that skit. That was one of the few good ones he did.
Dave's got to play Jimmy, though. He's got to put the wig on. And
I don't know if you can pull off Jimmy.
Uh-oh. Oh, oof. Good job there. Flames trying to get shots in on net at this point, which, understandable.
I think Yandel was shooting there just to shoot, block the shot. I wonder how Anaheim's doing. I'm listening to the game for you guys.
Both players took a spill there. I don't think there was any penalty on that. They just took a spill. And, all right. Well, at least that slash wasn't called because that was a clear as day slash by connecting.
Yo, it looks like in the corner boards, there's someone wearing a big Flyers jacket with like the arms up like Randy from A Christmas Story.
Oh, I see him in between the NHL app and the belt.
I see what you're talking about, too.
He's just sitting like this. He's just
Yes, I see what you're talking about. Can't put my arms down. Yeah.
Dude is lounging right now. He's chilling.
Yeah,
I know, and an intense game, too. That's the funny part. Let's see here. Flames in the corner here. Flyers do poke check that free. Got to catch up to that. And come on, get that support going. Get that puck away. Good job, boys. Good job. There you go. Provy sends that one up ahead.
Flames have kind of been owning this last couple minutes here.
Yeah, they've been buzzing a little bit. Oh, there's a shot. And that one hit a body. Damn it. And
Flyers are starting to press again.
Flames coming into the corner. They're going to try and work that free. Goes around. Tanev sends that one back behind the net to the corner. Come on, Coots. Tie him up. There you go. Good job, Coots. Although, fortunately, no one could get there in time to get that puck. But still, Ristolainen's hassling. Good check there. Was not a hold. Good job.
There's a possibility of a missed trip there on Kevin Hayes.
I believe so, too. But that's okay because the ref didn't call the slashing that Konechny did when he got beat on that Pord battle. Then he went right back and just hacked at the stick. So I'll let that one go. Oh, chance! Oh, I thought that was going to deflect off a skate and go in. That would have been nice. And
Risto again throwing his body weight around.
oh, big hit there on Van Riemsdyk, but luckily he got the puck away.
That's right.
Shot, that one hit the body in front. Still kept it, though. Tried again. Oh, Proby's got it. Sent it in on net. God damn it, Markstrom has it.
Damn you, Proby. You would have made me look so smart.
That's all that matters.
That's a hard thing to do.
Yeah. Oh. Anthony say Carter probably doesn't care about the girl. Oh, Joseph.
I mean, it depends on what she looks like.
I guess. Jesse saying Carter Hart must have the worst game ever if that actually happened. You're a pro sports player. Come on.
I mean, she's never watched a hockey game.
Nah, the inside scoop here from your man Pove is that Jimmy been working on this woman for a few weeks, and this obviously she's a good girl. She's like, I'm not gonna go home with the superstar goaltender. I'm gonna go with the guy that's put in the time. That's good quality, wholesome upbringing right there.
All right, yeah, okay, I got you on that one.
Sounds like
Just
my
my
kind of
read.
girl.
Just my read.
I think that's a good read, though. I think it's a good, accurate read on that one.
The Ducks are up 1-0. Let's go.
Oh, let's go Ducks.
Can't
Is that
foul
another
it.
Troy? Is that another one from Troy Terry?
Oh, you sons of bitches! I missed it. Ryan Getzlaff's 1,000th point.
Oh, he was on the assist. Oh, but a chance here for Atkinson, and he got checked. Damn it!
Sorry, I'm changing over. I got to see this.
Go ahead, man.
Go back.
Flames
Where
trying
is
to
it?
push
Where
that
is
one
it?
through the
Where is
neutral
it? There
zone,
it is.
and they're not going to. Flyers were checking it pretty well. I don't know why I'm swaying back and forth. This is what happens when games get intense. I just randomly start
buddy.
swaying. Braun sending that one through. And no, there's no one's going to catch up to that. Oh, he got the line. He got the line. He's good. Ah, why did you pass that, Giroux? Giroux.
It's a
God
slam
damn
dunk,
it.
though. He gets that through to Hazy. That's a slam dunk game winner, though.
Oh, absolutely. But, and that's it for the game, at least regulation. All right. I hope you like 3-on-3 OT because here it comes, folks. Oh, boy. Whew. If this game couldn't get more intense. Welcome to overtime. Benny's saying, why wouldn't she go home with Jimmy? She saw how loyal he was to his last love, Ben Simmons. Well said, Benny's. Well said.
Comment of the night right there.
Oh my god, that shit was fucking great. All right then.
All right, Getsy.
Let's see
All right,
here.
Getsy. Number 1,000 career points.
It's good on him, man. That's awesome, man. Hall of Famer?
Yeah,
Yeah, no doubter.
I think so. I definitely think so.
So,
And Terry continues a point streak at 16 games. 16 games with a point so far.
Nice.
Fowler just ripped it from the top of the circle, kept it low, beat Vanacek. Awesome moment. And the Capitals tied it.
and also an awesome moment, of course. They're showing the banner now with Paul Holmgren and Rick Tocchett's name on the banners and the rafters of the Wells Fargo Center. All right, here we go. 3-on-3 OT time, ladies and gentlemen. Flyers hoping that they could get the extra point here. Flames hoping to try and do the same themselves. Let's see who gets that extra point.
Well, that didn't last long. All right, let me flip back over to Flyers here real quick.
Moyer saying time to lock this down. Ted saying you go home with Carter if you're the chick. No offense to your buddy, but Carter is a stallion. No home and no homo and a millionaire. I love that. I love that comment.
Well, we got a lot of predicted game winners here on the ice for the Flyers.
Oh, we do all right. We do all right.
All right, who's getting it? Who's got the OT winner?
I'm gonna stick with Lawton.
I'm sticking with Proby.
I'm going to G.
All right, here we go. So Flames currently have control over it right now, so they're going to carry that into the zone. Flyers don't really have a good check, and you don't want to go out of your, obviously in 3-on-3. Oh, gee, damn it. He couldn't pursue it because Markstrom was, going to catch up to that.
Nice check to break up the play, though.
Was. Good defensive play, though, to interrupt the Flames. All right, they were looking for that pass. Didn't get it. Come on, catch up to that. There you go. Go, boys, go. Bit of a 2-on-1 here. Shot, save, rebound, scores! There we are. There we go. And it's Atkinson who gets that. There we go.
Son of a bitch. I think it's his answer, and I hate being behind.
I was behind, too. He ruined it for me, too, Brian.
You son of a bitch.
Hey, listen,
Man,
you got to react to that. That was one hell of a game, and that's one hell of a win.
It's all right. You can say Flyers score before I see it 10 times a week. That's fine with me.
He needed that goal, too.
He did. Atkinson officially gets himself a hero goal right there for Philadelphia. Not that he didn't have a few to start off with, but Coots gets the assist on this one. A nice little shot there. Rebound. Wide open for Atkinson to send that one into a wide open net. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's the beauty of the 3-on-3. That shit can happen.
Did you see Cam immediately point to Coots? That was a clear that Coots wasn't shooting the score. That was a pass off the block, off the pads.
Gotta love that. Gotta love that from Coots. That's why we call him. That's why he's going to be the future captain of this team, because he could do shit like that. That's what I'm talking about.
Wow, they must have. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but they took the goal off the board for the Capitals.
Oh, so it must have been something like that.
I'm not sure. But yeah, Cam Atkinson has been a great acquisition so far. He's doing a lot of great things as far as some chances and putting himself in good position to score goals. And he's not afraid to shoot. He's been shooting first. But, he's hit a little bit of a cold streak. He needed that goal. That was a big goal, game-winning goal. There's a lot of times how you get guys back in the hot streak. So just got to keep it going.
Absolutely. Cam, Joe saying Atkinson, fuck yeah, Atkinson, love that dude. From Chris, good job, Coots. How low left for an easy rebound, like you were saying, Rob. And Moira saying, I love Cam. Ted saying, you called it, Robbie. Cam and OT.
I did. I should have stuck with my original. That was my original pick. And then I slid the Proby because I was trying to get cute.
Yeah. Jake saying, I'm just happy it didn't get to a shootout, but another great game by Hart. Absolutely.
Player of the game again.
And Joe saying that we deserve that W, and also then going on to say, great game, and it was a great game. Flyers with a big victory here. Definitely needed that win to get that one done. And Roscoe, of course, saying about Getzlav's 1,000 point as a Duck. And, congratulations to Ryan Getzlav as well. So, great career, great player. Won a cup when he was rookie. He's not retiring, but still, just great to see that happen, to see him get that 1,000 point, a great hockey player, deserving it.
Not just a 1,000th point in his career, his 1,000th point as a Duck. His
that's right.
15 will be in the rafters after he retires.
Oh, absolutely, because he's played his whole career there. Is he the longest running captain in Ducks history? Do you know that by any chance?
I believe so.
Gotcha. So there you go. So, but yes, the Flyers get the win in overtime. They get the extra point, beating the Calgary Flames. Cam Atkinson coming through big time, being the hero the Flyers needed. Flyers needed this win. They got it. They earned it. It was not easy at the beginning. The Flames were on them in the first period, but the Flyers started swinging the momentum in their favor in the second period with a tying up goal from Kevin Hayes, who back in the saddle again, getting a goal, pointed up to his brother. That's looking down on that, had to be smiling there. And then third period, Flyers starting some strong play there. Eventually, they got the reward. It took it to OT, but they finally got rewarded with that goal there. So great job by them. Great effort by Hart. Great stuff. Love it. And Moira saying until next time. Thank you, Moira. Loved having you here for it.
I tell you what, I'm just very impressed with this team and how much better they are defensively this year versus the year before.
Absolutely.
It's been a complete 180. Carter Hart playing better because of it as well. Great game today against one of the top teams in the West. So Flyers have shown they can definitely compete with these tougher teams, and now we're going to see if Anaheim can compete with these tougher teams as well. We got a tough stretch ahead of us. We got the Capitals tonight. We got the Canes in a couple days. We'll see what continues to happen with these guys. But the Flyers have been quite impressive early on here, and this entire Metro Division is going to be tough. So they have to figure out ways to find ways to win, and they it's a great gut win for them tonight.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I want to say, Maddie, you asked, you put it out there, like the question. What was that? Like mid-second period? Oh, it's Brian.
It was Brian. Was it during the intermission? I think it might have been during the intermission.
Yeah,
Probably.
I think it was. Yeah, it's second to third intermission. Great win here. Gives the Flames their first loss versus the Metro Division. And you're talking about a division that has a lot of good teams. So they did to keep pace with an Idle Devils team. So get back a little higher in the standings there.
Yep, absolutely. Let's go Flyers by Jesse. And saying, really like this team. Still think we need a top scorer. Does Fletcher make a move if they're in it by trading a Frost? Well, that's one of those things of, I think Bryce said it best, depends on where they're at, really. If they feel like they need a little bit more extra punch on the offense, maybe they make a move. I don't know if it's Frost that they trade, but maybe they trade somebody,
Honestly, I do like the idea. I know there's a lot of people that won't be as on board for trading Frost, but if he can get you a good goal scorer, maybe a little bit of a second, maybe third line goal scorer, I'm about it. I mean, unfortunately, he's been kind of underwhelming for being picked where he was, and I know he hasn't really had a huge window up here, but I mean, hopefully when he gets back and he gets healthy, he can be a part of this team and help create some offense and some goal scoring, because that's what he was really known for in juniors, was his ability to create offense.
Absolutely.
It'll boil down to who's available, and I don't know who would be. You know what I mean? I guess it depends on, maybe a team falling out of the race.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, maybe.
You think about it, like all these teams that we thought are going to be at the bottom, they're all fighting. Technically, I really don't know, outside of Arizona and maybe Buffalo now, who's really out of the playoff running right now.
Right.
Pretty much just, you said, the regulars, that are usually out of it.
I mean, as of right now, maybe 3 teams are out of it. But again, it's November.
Yeah,
so
that could change.
It could find their way back into it. I'm just saying, like, everybody that we thought is playing bad isn't playing has a winning record or playing about 500 hockey. I don't think there's really been any terrible team so far.
And it's been very competitive. The only terrible team has been Arizona. When you really boil it down, the only real, honest-to-God, terrible team has been them. That's it.
Yeah.
So, Chris was saying, great third period for the Flyers. No letdown for next game. Joe saying, no way Frost goes anywhere. Chris saying, minus JVR all-around effort.
He did have a fight.
Sort of. A symbolic fight.
He got the gloves off. He didn't get to throw a punch.
Yeah, unfortunately, the ref stepped in on that one. But Anthony's saying, I feel bad for Carter because Ben Simmons even stole Carter's woman, and he's a quitter.
Oh, I
my
can't wait to
God.
listen to that. He's mic'd up tonight too.
Benny's saying, Rob Cooper River Medium. And Anthony's saying, if Jimmy stole Carter's woman, she must have been a dumpster fire.
I don't know. Jimmy's got game.
I don't know about. I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far, guys. No, unfortunately, no live reaction show for against the Lightning. Unfortunately, no.
Nah, Thursdays belongs to football now.
Yeah. Joe's saying, good game, good show, good night. See y'all later. Good night, Joe.
Thanks,
we love
Joey.
you, man.
Always a
Hope to
pleasure.
see you next time. Ned's saying, I hope Hart starts the next 2 games. Don't sit him until back-to-back next week. I agree. That's the only reason why they sat him anyway for Dallas, because it was a back-to-back on the road trip.
I want to see something here.
Yeah, it's a tough stretch of games right now too. You know, playing some quality teams. You do have that one. Well, no, we had the back-to-back on the road, which is a big part of what I attributed that Dallas loss to. That's a tough back-to-back. Not only the teams that you're playing, but you got to travel from Carolina to Dallas, back the time zone, and play the next night. I don't want to make excuses, but that's a tough assignment.
True, and I half expected that to be a shit show because it's like, you know, earlier in the year I watched the Sharks go and take friggin' Boston on it, you know, in noon on a Boston time in matinee. It's like that's 10:30 in the morning to the Sharks. So it's like, yeah, they're fucked right off the bat. So they're gonna be too tired.
Oh yeah, next week it's Lightning Panthers. I thought it was another one. At least you're staying in the state of Florida, but another road back to back. That's when you see probably Martin Jones against the Panthers.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, that would be a good play. And then, oh man, I kind of want to go to that Flyers Hurricanes game on Black Friday. Ooh. Yeah, that might be a done deal right there.
I'd be so down to go with you. Unfortunately, I got scheduled that day.
Yeah.
Oh well.
I'd be down to go with you, but unfortunately, they're not playing down here.
You'll be there in spirit.
I'll embed teleportation for you, man.
Yeah. Remember, you've got until Black
Right,
Friday.
Tommy, let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
Big win.
Big win for the Fly Guys. All right. So third period, since that is all finished up, let me get that sponsor in here. And we did talk about earlier about you becoming an A2D member and everything, getting those perks, getting a little bit of those picks on the Money Pop podcast, Willie Vegas and everything like that. Well, if you want to know where to go to place your bets, well, perfect place to go would be FanUp. It's the best way to enjoy fantasy sports, daily NFL contests, and more. Win great prizes. Sign up today and use promo code A2D for 5,000 bonus points, a $50 value. FanUp.app is where you got to go. And sure enough, you win yourself some cash.
That's right. Become a member. Get those betting tips from Money Moss and Willie V. Go to FanUp, place his bets, win some money. You're going to make a profit being an A2D member. You might have to give up $10 a month, but you're going to get a lot more back. Let's go. FanUp, A2D membership.
That's right. So, all right then, guys. And overtime sponsor, All Campus. And they're giving off 20% off of everything in the store for the subscribers. That includes hats and T-shirts, as well as their team cornhole sets. And they do have the ramp booth, and you can always catch them in on with John Coyle and everything. That's always a fun time.
John Coyle and Rob Brinkman. Robbie Brinks has been doing it the last couple of weeks. You can catch them, I believe it's Saturday morning down in Ocean City.
Absolutely. All right, gentlemen. So now that it's time for us to wrap this bad boy up, I believe it's time for us to do our what we would like to call the shootout segment. And that's brought to you by Dr. Paul Vidal over at Specialized Physical Therapy. He's our doc. Make him yours. Bry should know. He got his shoulder taken care of by them. And over in Burlington and Cherry Hill, New Jersey, they're killing it.
Best in the business. Let's go. Go see our doctor. Make him yours. That's Dr. Paul Vidal, Specialized Physical Therapy. Check him out.
Absolutely. Tom saying Carter on fire right now. You bet. And Benny's Nation become a member. Yeah. And Anthony's saying, I'm glad Giroux didn't steal Carter's woman because at least Giroux showed up for something, and it is in the Flyers game. I love how Anthony just hates him so much. It is so great that how much he hates it.
Yeah, he's got one of those ancient laptops.
Yeah. I know. I got to get a new one. Listen, unfortunately, my salary doesn't always permit me to go out and get a new one all the time.
Go to Rent Center or something.
Needed, brother. You're hosting and hitting that. I mean, I probably couldn't keep that together, brother.
Hell no.
All right, then. So, gents, our shootout segment, we usually give our player of the week, game of the week, and usually team to beat and hot take of the week. But you know what? Let's keep it Flyer-centric here. Let's do a little modification to this. Let's do player of the game. Let's do play of the game. And let's do hot take for the Flyers now that this win is in the bag. Let's do a little mix-up of it since we just had a Flyers win and we just reacted to it. You guys down?
I like it.
All right, then. So let's do it. Tom. But anyway, we have the first thing off, player of the game. Who we giving it to, gentlemen?
For me, I got to give it to Carter Hart. He stood on his head tonight and made a bunch of saves that he probably shouldn't have. And then he made a bunch of ones that he definitely should have. He's been doing such a great job so far early this season, putting himself in good position to make these saves and make the secondary saves, the third saves. It's getting side to side beautifully. So for me, it's Carter Hart. He was just spectacular tonight.
All right then, Robbie, what you got?
I'm gonna give mine to Kevin Hayes, getting his first goal back, coming off the injury, first goal back since he lost his brother, immediately pointing to the heavens. That was just that bruised the hair on the back of my neck. There's a lot of other ones like you can say Carter. I'm leaving a good one for Maddie, and I'll say Kevin Hayes.
Awesome.
All right then. I'll throw the love out to him, the man who scored the game-winning goal of the evening, Mr. Cam Atkinson, getting off the schneid a little bit. Hopefully he gets himself some more goals going into the rest of this 3-game homestand we got coming up. So, yeah, that'll be my player of the game. And
Maddie,
yeah.
I wanted to give it to Atkinson because you got the GWG and OT, but he was pretty much a ghost for most of the night. So
yeah, he was trying to get some plays going. He just got, stick checked a little bit here and there.
I get it. He got the GWG and OT, but just didn't do enough for me. But that's fine. I mean, it's great because you got the game-winning goal. Flyers got the win. They got the extra point. It's all good.
All right, then. And Ant's saying Hart. Benny's giving it to Risto, which I like.
He had a good game.
He did. And Anthony's saying Def Hart. So that's the player of the game. And he does go on to say, player of the game, Jimmy just stealing Carter's woman. All right, then. So, play of the game, gentlemen. Speaking of that, play of the game, gentlemen. Who would you give that? What would you say would be the play of the game here for this evening?
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go back to Carter Hart here because he if it wasn't for him, they would definitely have lost this game. Him going side to side and stoning Johnny Gaudreau on the wraparound attempt when he came flying through the zone. I think it was any other goaltender. I don't know if he would have been able to get there, but I think the stave on Johnny Gaudreau's wraparound was huge.
Yeah, that's a good one. I mean, I think of the toe save that we pointed out earlier in the game. That was at a key junction where, Flames go up 2-1 there. It's like game blouses. You know what I mean? So, that was definitely play of the game. I'll just stick with that.
Let's go get some flapjacks.
Good one, Jesse. The toe drag from Giroux.
Yeah. Giroux toe drag on that one. For me, for a play of the game, for me, I'm going to go roll with Kevin Hayes scoring that goal and pointing right up immediately for Jimmy Hayes there, giving that love to his brother. So you know what? That's going to be my play of the game right there on Kevin Hayes getting that first goal and tying up the game and then pointing straight up to his brother. And Chris Dunn saying Carter Hart, no question about it. And Real Starter is back.
Yeah, we're seeing. Can the real Carter Hart stand up now? Yeah, we're seeing him. He stood up. Not only did he stand up, he stood up with authority.
He did, and he was flashing that glove too at times too. He robbed Johnny Gaudreau and a few others were just snagging that glove out there and saying, "Ha ha ha! You thought you were scoring on me, you stupid sack of shit. You can't score on me." And Benny's there to say, "Hard toe safe." All right, so with that, our final bit of that is hot take, gentlemen. Hot take for the Flyers. What do you say?
I had such a good one if we were talking about the whole NHL, but I'll make
All right,
an
then.
adjustment on the fly. No.
want
I'll make an adjustment on the. All right, I won't bring. I'll make mention that I think Crosby should have seen a game suspension for throwing down the Washington defender there. Who was it? Furbury, I think.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I saw that. He literally grabbed, bear hugged him, and just threw him to the boards. Yep.
Yeah, so I mean that'd be my over. All right, I'm gonna do something that we talked about earlier in the show. You know, you always want to reference something during the show. That's just good radio. If this power play doesn't improve, Michel Terry needs to be fired.
I like that hot take, actually.
You took my hot take.
Yeah.
Did I? That was yours?
Oh.
Same wavelength. Robbie got you. Brian, do you want to go with that one as your hot take, or do you want to change it?
I was gonna phrase it a little differently. I was gonna say because of lack of success on the power play, Michel Terry will be fired by the end of next week.
Ooh. No, that's much more sooner than I was given. Marty Fearberry. I had the name right. Awesome.
Nice.
Sorry. Anyway. Did I say that out loud?
But no, that whole thing with what Crosby did was like, dude, what the fuck? And I think that you're right. I think that they probably should have talked to him about maybe a game suspension over it. Nothing severe, but a game suspension since he didn't get hurt. But
how many times have you seen players either through the course of the play or get hit into the boards awkwardly, go down with a severe lower body injury for weeks? Now, luckily, I don't think Marty was hurt on that play, but it could have been.
Yeah.
Could have been, absolutely. And I think that's why you didn't see the suspension was because he didn't get hurt. But that was a total classless, unsportsmanlike move by Crosby, and he's
what a shock.
And I could understand it, but
what a shock, bitch.
Yeah, what a shock. Good old.
I want my baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back. Bitch.
I mean, he's
chilling. Baby back, bitch.
Fuck you, Crosby. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I get why he did what he did, but he was totally in the wrong for it. I understand, your frustration and being destroyed by the Capitals that night, but you got to keep your cool there, bro. You can't be doing that.
Unfortunately, I think he knew he was a made man, so you can get away with it, unfortunately. Yes,
he didn't get hurt, and I don't necessarily. Did they even call a penalty on that?
I don't even think they did. I don't even think they called a penalty. They should have.
That's probably why they didn't even look at it.
Which is still, come on. But anyway.
I mean, they probably considered it roughing, and they're just kind of like, whatever. He threw him to the ice. He got back up. No penalty was called. It is what it is.
We
were just talking about that goal.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Hiccups. I got the hiccups now.
I severely like that take, Benny. That's great. That's a great take.
I missed it. What'd you say?
Right below.
McDavid Benny's Nation. McDavid last year in Edmonton. He will ask for a trade.
Ooh, I kind of like that.
Yeah.
I think I like that.
Anthony's saying, do you guys think AV's on the hot seat? No, he's not. Tarian probably is. Or he will be if this power play keeps up the way it is.
No, I mean, you got to say, like, in terms of the turnaround that this team has made from last season, based on the revamped personnel, it's making him, I think, his job more secure. But okay, I got the guys that I need now to operate my system, and we're at full board, fully operational. I mean, not quite. I mean, you need Ryan Ellis as part of that.
Yeah.
Oh, of
That's
course.
true.
And I'm with you. I definitely think he cemented his job for at least another year. Now, hopefully, they can figure out a way to make things a little more consistent as far as getting into the playoffs and having success in the system, creating offense. Obviously, they still need to figure out the power play issue. And that's kind of why I'm saying give it about 2 weeks. I don't know if you see Michelle Therrien after 2 weeks. I'm going to alter my hot take a little bit, and I'm going to give it until the end of November. Because this hasn't been just a this year issue. This has been an issue for the last few years, and it even goes back even before Therrien. So I say by the end of November, we may see a new assistant coach handling the power play that's not named Michelle Therrien.
Chris Dunn saying, still need more time to judge the Flyers. Think we need to get younger and faster.
And that could happen as soon as later this season into next season, Chris, because you'll get Wade Allison back healthy. You'll have unless he is on a trade, Morgan Frost. You got Tyson Forster. I mean, I don't think it's going to be much longer than he needs to be simmering down on the Phantoms, because that's just an electric shot and exactly fills the team need. Cam York. I mean, the youth is there. This is a great, great farm system, so to speak.
Yeah, I mean, I half agree with you, Chris. They definitely need to get faster for sure, especially if they want to compete with some of these Western Conference teams. They're pure speed. But as far as younger goes, they do have some young players in place. But, I mean, we saw last year just having a bunch of young players in there. You need to have your mixture of young guys and vets. Guys that these younger players can learn from, guys that can mentor. It's relationships that you can't really replace. One of the reasons why some of the younger Ducks players are having success is because their roommates are their mentors, are their line mates, and they're NHL veterans. And they're not just crashing with other rookies. So it plays a huge part in the development of these younger guys having the vets around. So I like where they are. I like the younger guys. You keep adding a piece every year or as needed. Injuries are opportunities for these young guys to really step in. So we'll see. Right. We'll see moving forward.
Yeah, and Anthony said DB is right because the power play has been garbage since the early 90s.
Wow. Danny B would have some words for you.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Mr. Power Play, Mr. Playoffs, but
I think Lindros would also might have a few words to say about that too.
Johnny, who we saw last night, as well as Lindy.
I wish.
Brian. No, I agree with you with this team. I mean, I think chemistry is king. You know what I mean? And in terms of the speed of the Western Conference teams, you saw they handled that with Edmonton. You just absorb it. All right. Now, a little bit might say, oh, you're sitting back a little bit. No, it's playing the long game. You absorb their speed. You keep them to the outside. You get them in a turnover game. You take advantage of mistakes, and that's what we saw against Edmonton. You'd hope that would work every time. It doesn't always work, but it's a good strategy.
No, absolutely. And you saw it a little bit as the game went on against Calgary, but that Calgary game was a little bit more physical than the Edmonton game was.
Right.
Which kind of makes a little bit more sense because there's more bangers on Calgary than there is in Edmonton. But Edmonton is a very fast team. I mean, LA is becoming a very fast team. There's some speed in Anaheim. There's a lot of speed in Vancouver, despite the fact that they're playing poorly. So you got to be able to figure out ways to beat these teams, and speed versus speed isn't always the answer. Sometimes you gotta let them tire themselves out, and just kind of just go with it, and then break out your way. Take advantage of that.
He says, all right, Brian. We know how good the Ducks are.
All right.
I haven't been able to say how good they are in about 6 years. Let me enjoy this. Let me enjoy myself, man. Seriously.
Yeah. Well, what I was going to say in terms of upset of the week, them beating down the Blues, not only just beating them, but beating down the Blues last Sunday, and just their overall season, man. I mean, I don't think there's a bigger surprise in the NHL at this point.
All
Anaheim?
right,
No.
then.
No.
So
you got the Kings. The Kings are on their 6-game winning streak too. I don't know if they wound up extending it or not, but I mean, right now you have the new assistant coach in Anaheim, and he's preaching attack. He's preaching forecheck. Guys are buying in on it already, and then these guys are another year older. It's another year of experience in the NHL, and you have guys like Troy Terry. Troy Terry's having a breakout year. He's already surpassed his goal total from last year.
Wow.
So,
And
these guys are buying into everything now. So they're looking good. I mean, they're looking good against the Capitals early on. I like to see some more shots on net, and I think that's they're playing all right. But keep Ovechkin at bay. And I think he could beat the Capitals.
Benny's Nation saying fair enough. Chris saying just
enough.
drop dead weight. Keep the real vets like G and Yandel.
No, I got you. I understand that. I mean, I don't know. We have a different opinion on JVR. We're not going to get into that again. It's been too late of a show already.
Yeah.
But
So to finish it up, what were you going to say, Brian, real quick?
Oh, I was just saying going on 4 hours.
Yeah. So
10 more minutes? 10 more minutes? Go ahead. Let's go.
So I'll give my hot take, and then we will close this bad boy also.
Yeah.
So my hot take, Flyers sweep their homestand and go into next week. And that's not an easy feat because they got Boston coming back to town. So I'm going to say they sweep their homestand, and they really take a nice big, oh, yeah, you want to come into our barn? We're going to fuck you up.
You're getting that for that mojo from last night. That's where that take comes from.
Yep.
I gotcha. Before you piece this off, Maddie, I just got to tell the fam, look at that beast, 63. Look at that beast. Man-child. That's my nephew playing in his last freshman game.
Nice.
Great for him.
He's ready, man.
Last game of his freshman season. He's now starting right tackle now.
Great for him. That's awesome.
Yeah. Nick Pope.
Nice. Love it. I think he's ready. For that college football.
Yes.
All right. Gents, great night as always. The Flyers coming out with a big victory in overtime, getting the extra point in this regular season battle that felt very much like a playoff game, a win the Flyers needed to kind of get a little jolt back in their system after taking a tough loss in Dallas. And now they move forward on their 3-game homestand, ready to take on the Bruins for the second time this year. Hopefully it'll be the second straight win against the Bruins. That would be nice to see. But until then, though, we thank everybody for joining us. Once again, we were brought to you by Body Check Wellness. Use the promo code A2D for 25% off of your order. Riley Cote will be very thankful for that. And also, we will be as well. And if you want to support A2D Radio and the Hockey Happy Hour and all of the other fine shows that we have here, Brian, where can they go to do just that?
You can support us by going to Philly Drinkers LLC. That's phillydrinkers.com. You get all kinds of merch there, all kinds of great T-shirts, hoodies, hats, mugs. You name it, Alex probably has already made it. So head on over to phillydrinkers.com. That's Philly Drinkers LLC. Alex will take good care of you guys. Good quality products over there.
Absolutely. So we thank you all for joining us. Flyers win. That's what I'm fucking talking about. Let's see them win a couple of more. And congratulations to Ryan Getzlav on his 1,000th point. We'll see you guys next week right here on A2DRadio.com. Go Flyers. Peace, everyone.